So, Alex, tell
Yes.
Damon about yesterday with the avatar of The Last Airbenders.
Well,
Oh, wait.
hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Mehcast, and oh, what a motley crew we are.
Oh, wow. You're actually playing more Rebirth of
Yes,
Souls.
I am. I was planning on doing this on Saturday, but I wound up not having time, so I'm doing it today.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, so, I was so wildly impressed by the fact that that show is, a children's animated series weekly animated series from, from 15 years ago.
2005.
Well, uh, 17 years ago, actually. Um, the I'm talking
And
about
I'm live on my
season
end.
season 3, and it has just about better everything than the stupid fucking DC animated movies we've been watching.
Yeah, and one thing to keep in mind about the game that you're playing right now, Alex, it's like we have of a like it feels like with that with the particular I wonder if you could alter the narrator or voice with the oh well with like the
There's
option.
narrator 1 and narrator 2. I don't know who those are.
Yeah,
Yes,
and I feel like
thank you for the recap. I definitely didn't play this game recently.
they do that. They're gonna end up doing that when you get to Soul Society. Because I was playing through a Rebirth of Souls a little while ago. Oh, and I ended up clearing through the whole of the Soul Society arc while skipping cutscenes because I already know that game's or the story that the game is adapting quite well. Plus, I know it's not exactly a really faithful adaptation. The
Oh.
funny thing is
You've just stumbled
that
upon a Beyblade protagonist.
funnily enough, one of the better or adaptate one of the better funnily enough, one of the better things that this game does with how it with how it handle all store with how it handles the unique content in the story or is well the secret stuff because it's like holy cow, Tamsoft actually did something really neat, something that I don't think even CyberConnect has done,
It's
which
weird
was
here, because Rukia just changed outfits between shots. I would swear.
yeah.
Unless, of course... Oh, hi, Renji.
Rukia wore that outfit when she was captured by Byakuya and Renji.
Ugh. Interesting.
And I do have to say the voice acting does get a little bit better by Soul Society arc because I feel like it's been way too long since Substitute Shinigami.
Okay.
That it's
So
like
I can tell that Renji's... So here's the thing that tells me it might just be bad voice direction or like bad recording or mastering rather than AI, because the mistake that Renji just made in terms of like how he pronounced something, that's not something an AI would do based on the
yeah.
based
I have
on
to
the
imagine what
lines.
I have to
Yeah, he
imagine
just dropped his sword
I have to
because
imagine that
that's an accent thing.
I have to imagine Wally Winger or was they probably it had a Wally Winger probably had like one of those weird takes and then they ended up just using that.
Yeah.
Because I know Wally does a
Oh yeah,
really good job as Renji
I have one
and
of
Siri.
those in my Black Widow review because okay, there's things that are bothering me, but I'm not going to commentate on that. I have a thing like that in my Black Widow review because, like, otherwise, the line was fine, but my pronunciation of a couple of words makes it sound like because I was trying to go kind of quickly, it makes it sound like I said something else. But I figure, unless you, like, squint your ears, you can kind of understand what I'm talking about anyways. And I didn't want to have to go back and re-record just one line, you know?
Yeah, that's fine.
Plus, it's a movie review, not like a fully produced thing.
Yeah. Although I find it weird
Incessant
how
yapping. He said like 4 words.
the funny thing is that uh, hi Sonic.
Hey,
Alex is
Sonic.
playing Rebirth of
Hey, Sonic.
Souls.
Oh, weird.
I'm probably gonna wait until the game has all of its DLC out before I start are really officially streaming that game.
Good idea.
Oh,
I'm
all right. I mean,
just
fair
gonna
enough.
be-
I mean, you're gonna plan on doing character. I'm guessing like online matches, streams, or story mode streams.
Probably story mode.
right now. I'm
All
going
right.
through story mode. I'm gonna
Oh,
check out the
thank you, Alex, for
DLC
the
when it
screen. Thank you for the
comes
screen
out.
share. No.
Yeah, but
I
By
mean,
the
we kind
way,
of already got some 4 DLC characters at least confirmed at this point.
yeah, somebody data mined that,
So,
and I'm like, really? You're not even gonna wait? You're not even gonna
buddy,
give
welcome to
us
fighting game. Welcome to fighting games,
no,
Kevin.
no, no. It's
Well,
like they could easily just give us something before or what they end up when they ended up giving us, but
why are those?
So about the leaks happen, or are you excited about the character roster?
it's fine, but it's like, well, anyway. Hey, Alex. So after Substitute Uchinigami arc, there will be other additional stipulations in story mode. Oh, that you can do, which are dubbed secret events and real events.
Okay.
And what they entail are revealed to you. Oh, are revealed to you in
I must go now. My planet needs me. That's essentially what the note says. There, I summarized it for you.
Oh yeah, it's the same
Rukia
thing they
that
didn't put.
Rukia was then
Rukia's little
kidnapped
code.
on her way back to her home planet.
Yeah. Speaking of abducted by aliens, Gizmo's been having a great time with the Klingons ever since they rescued him from the Romulans. Apparently, the Klingons have much better booze and parties than the Romulans do.
I'm sorry.
Is that I don't know. Is that a positive thing or a?
Yes.
Okay, then good on him.
He's currently making his way back across the Alpha Quadrant.
All right.
Okay, what is this code for, Alex? Because I know you and I don't know about what he's doing right now.
It's not code for anything. He's hitchhiking his way back across the Alpha Quadrant.
So, in other words, you're just making this up as you go along?
Yes, I am. I was hoping that I'd be able to get to play beat up fucking Renji or some shit.
I mean,
you actually do.
Yeah, I could have paced it out a little better.
Yeah, I will admit that. I guess specifically with the substitute to Mehcast art, yeah, there's a lot of missing stuff.
Yeah, and here's the thing: Ryu gets no diffed by Renji in both the manga and the anime.
Oh yeah.
It's only
I'm talking about.
It's only Ichigo who puts up a fight against Renji.
Yeah.
Oh, would you look at that? It's Matthew McConaughey.
It would be the start of Renji's losing streak.
Well, here's the thing. It's like Renji no diffs Uryu, and then it's like, and then he goes
all
on
downhill from here.
Not really, no. Oh, because
it could have been a gameplay sequence.
And then he gets his moment back when he kills that name
Alex,
with
let
the
me tell
wrong car.
Alex, do I have to
Alright.
remind you that in the actual manga and whatnot, or you got off paneled / off screened?
Listen. Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 2 engineered a showdown between Piccolo and fucking Great Ape Gohan that didn't exist in the manga.
Actually, it did.
It did. Well,
No, I'm not talking about that one.
oh, the other
They
one.
didn't do the other one.
Budokai Tenkaichi 2 invented one.
Yeah, no, yeah, he's right. Budokai Tenkaichi. I remember Budokai Tenkaichi 2.
Budokai turned the fucking.
They made several. They also made several what if, like.
Yeah. Budokai 1 actually did. They took Budokai. Sorry, they took the fucking. They took the special beam cannon and turned that into a QuickTime event. Like, say what you will.
Which was a terrible QuickTime event as Goku's version because fuck you.
And it made you. Here's the thing. I complain. I hate how that game makes you win matches that the characters lose in canon.
Like every anime fighting game.
Yeah, it's like you have to win in the
anime
game,
fighting.
lose in the cutscene.
Recently they're getting better with that. With how
Yeah,
you could lose.
This is also an issue in like Ultimate Ninja Storm, where
yeah,
where essentially it's it's like Sasuke fights again and Itachi, and after quote unquote beating him, it turns out it was all again jutsu.
And one, I'm guessing that's the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because according to Naruto's ever so reliable narration, Naruto's like, Sasuke, what the hell are you doing? And you beat up a log, and Kisame is like, wow, I thought the blonde kid was retarded.
Yeah. I'm remembering Ninja Storm 1. Yeah, Sasuke's it was also a bit
like fucking log.
Yeah, because I'm trying to remember. Because I remember Ninja Storm 1, it was a mixed bag compared to the other ones. If anybody
has seen Naruto the abridged series, you would know that Sasuke has major beef with the log. Because
it's the motherfucker killer.
Yeah.
I'll kill you.
So how long will we put the whale? So, as you all know, my laptop's still in the fridge, so I can't try the story mode. How long do we have to wait along Renji before the game decides he had enough?
This much.
Yeah.
Because I think it's been like 2 straight minutes and he's still not going down. And I don't see any health bars or anything, so...
Let's go talk to Merlin.
Boy.
Behold, the up arrow.
So yeah, I guess
Isn't it a good thing that I ended up going to that Hooktail's castle?
Yay. No, remember. I guess going back on that DLC pack, I didn't hit the button. I guess the DLC pack makes sense. We got another Ichigo, you walk, which I'm guessing is pre, and then we got Unoha, which I guess also really wanted the character, and I'm trying to remember his name.
Ichibe Hyosube.
Yeah. So I say it's not a bad selection of the four characters. Since I'm going to assume they're going by anime, so I guess core 1. I wouldn't mind. I guess they're probably gonna do a DLC pack.
It would have to be up to core 3.
Right. Yeah. Right. Maybe.
There we go.
I mean, they're probably gonna add a little bit way more than that. Because there's still like several of the. God, I suck at pronouncing their damn names. Kevin, you're better at this.
What?
Quincy's.
Which ones?
You watch groups of Quincy's.
Liege Burrow, Gerard Valkyrie.
Not his royal guards. Not the royal guards. The ones.
Brother just bitch slapped me.
Yeah,
as he does.
Yeah, Byakuya in the anime and manga speed blitzes you twice.
Yeah.
Once to break your sword, or the second time I'm to. The second time I'm to
Hey, when he doesn't have his headband.
I did just beat the fuck out of him.
Yeah. Oh,
Renji had those that eyewear.
Now, speaking of goggles, am I
nothing.
the only one who misses the goggles as part of Naruto's design?
A bit, yeah.
Alex, the weird thing is,
Huh?
You're sick of the headband?
Yeah, because I'm still not over them getting rid of the goggles. Like, I don't dislike the headband. I just think he should have started wearing, like, the goggles around his neck or something.
You know, that would have actually been a really good idea.
Yeah.
You know, the funny thing is that some people would mistake him for a Digimon protagonist.
That would be true, though.
Because, remember, Digimon protagonists are known for wearing goggles. I made this in a box. Fucking sucks.
Fucking sucks.
Do. I made this in a week. Fucking sucks.
Fucking sucks. Gotta ask you in the fuck.
Fucking sucks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck you in the ass.
God, why is it that whenever we talk about a series, we always mention the series that's the exact opposite rival to it? Like with DC, we mentioned Batman, we mentioned Spider-Man, and now with Bleach, we mentioned Naruto.
I mean, Maximilian Dude ended up doing that, and his stream of Rebirth of Souls. Yeah. He literally went right to Naruto to look at the supers and that, and I'm like, wow, he seems quite easily impressed by this.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, the Ultimate supers are very.
The Ultimates in Storms 2 through whatever the fuck are just like there for spectacle, but I'm like, it doesn't feel weighty or impactful or anything, and I'm just like,
I mean, I am a bit bigger fan of the first one.
I'm just like, are we still going or are we done?
There's a lot of fucking characters in reused Ultimates 4. Or no, I guess Generations now. I mean, I will say that Ultimates were pretty good.
Would mean a lot more if I couldn't see right up your skirt.
Yeah, she's wearing a pretty long. She's probably wearing shorts.
Yeah,
I think she was the type to wear shorts.
You're not wearing any underwear.
I could see your cooch. It is quite the sight.
That rhyme, Coochia.
Well, that's why that's her name.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna cheese these guys.
Alright, bye, Ichigo.
Bye, Ichigo. I must go now.
Alright, time to go. Hope you don't follow me, and also don't talk to that man in the weird hat.
So,
and his talking
Mr. Hat and Clogs.
Yeah, and also that his weird cat. Sounds like a man.
Have you seen how low the Snow White remake's IMDb rating is?
Lower than Dragon Ball Evolution.
Yeah, I posted the meme.
and I've seen the picture of Justin Chatwin's face photoshopped onto Broly's body.
Yeah,
That's great.
Posted the image on meme chat. Yep.
This is a shame because I like Mark Webb as a director. I've been a champion of his films for a long time now, and it's like how Guy Ritchie got saddled with the fucking Aladdin remake, and how they got God, they had Kenneth Branagh do Cinderella, and he was the only one whose directorial style actually stood out of all of those fucking movies. Everything else is just, the Disney look.
Oh dear. Damn you, lack of Spike
Probably
Shield.
got it low key. I kind of forgot Snow White was even a thing. Mind you, that also could be the fact that there was so much shit going on during that time.
Oh, here's the thing. Like, this film has been pushed back and pushed back. The strike pushed it back. The fact that the film was dog shit got it delayed. Apparently, there's a bunch of obvious reshoots in the film. I refuse to watch it because at this point, like, The Little Mermaid was a bridge.
If I'm gonna watch that movie, it's gonna be It's gonna be pirated.
And
nothing else.
Yeah, I didn't fucking pay to watch The Little Mermaid either. But it's just, it's like with the last Snow White movie. Like, the last Snow White movie was Kristen Stewart as Snow White and Charlize Theron as the evil queen who's jealous of her. And then,
Snow White and the Huntsman.
Yeah, Snow White.
Yeah, that one.
Well, then there was also Mirror Mirror.
Yeah, well, it was Mirror being the better film.
Wait, was that Disney or something else?
No, it was a different studio.
And then there's this, which has, the annoying little sister character of the two annoying, the two really annoying witch, Hesperides characters from Shazam 2. And then, of course, there's
Orihime, not playable.
Rachel Zegler versus literally Wonder Woman. Literally fucking Wonder Woman.
Yeah, there's no competition.
Yeah. Who are you?
Let's transform into a boat.
There has not been a single gameplay sequence aside from that boss fight.
Alex, you might also want to be careful. The intro could potentially get you claimed.
I can bring the audio down. The thing, YouTube has this nice
probably talk over it, so
YouTube has this nice function, where it will actually delete background music without deleting the voices now. So that's cool.
Oh.
Okay then.
So I guess we don't have.
Yeah, so assuming this gets muted on YouTube, I can just tell the Google AI to delete the song.
As long as we can just keep talking about stuff. I don't know what's.
Yep.
Okay, I think the intro.
That intro. Yeah, that intro was pretty much the one that made people think that they wanted Linkin Park for this.
What I've done, face
it's just sad, man. They really just left each go on the streets just like that. I mean, nobody can technically see him, but damn.
Face myself. So I've done.
To be continued.
So
continued. There has been I will correct myself. There was one gameplay sequence in that entire cutscene. Although I will say, still a better gameplay story ratio than Uncharted 4 was.
Yeah.
You guys see, so speaking of story gameplay ratio and bad shit, the new Assassin's Creed the new quote unquote Assassin's Creed quote unquote game, Shadows, the Japanese quote unquote one, has 2 hours of credits, and the game is apparently really bad. I haven't checked it out because Assassin's Creed has not been good since since Assassin's Creed 4. Assassin's Creed 4, obviously, of course, being the best game in the series. It's shame it was the last good one.
Well, Alex, don't forget that there was also I kind of dropped out of Assassin's Creed after the third game.
That's not unfair of you. Assassin's Creed 3 was a good game, but it was getting tedious by that point. And then they had what was the one that was on Vita? That one in Assassin's Creed 4.
That was the one in Vita was the tie-in game for Assassin's Creed 3.
Oh yeah, that was Liberation. No, I was thinking about the other one for the Assassin's Creed 4 prequel. I think it was. This was
Assassin's Creed Origin, and had some interesting ideas here and there.
Yeah, that was them still trying to be, and that was after the hiatus. I won't say Origins was a bad game. It was just that was when it was clear that they were trying too many new things and they were really losing their identity. And now Assassin's Creed just doesn't have an identity at all. It's the everything game, you know? This one has 2 playable characters, 2 playable storylines, and the AI is dumb as bricks. Remember that sequence in in Uncharted 4? Hi, the spectacled Soul Reaper. I have a feeling
I wonder who he is.
Wonder who the fuck that might be.
Hey, Alex.
Josh Broder.
There's a guy in the back, Naruto running. There's a guy in the back, Naruto, running away very slowly.
Yeah, I made a note of that when I was playing the game. I'm like, yeah, he's running away real quickly. Like, there's a huge sense of urgency there, guys.
This is...
Oh yeah, and I guess we just skipped a bunch of stuff. Like,
we didn't. No, Alex, we didn't necessarily skip it because we do get to play it. It's just essentially.
No, yeah, I said that about the Kenshi that. Yeah, I guess we're just not going to mention those guys.
Orihime's breasts are inflating, as they do.
You know, the funny thing is that they weren't that big by that point in the story.
No, they just have they have the ability to make one fucking model. So,
well, keep in mind that's also her pre-time skip look, so this is before or she got even longer hair and a potentially bigger bust.
All that bread had to go somewhere.
Yep.
Oh, she has a slightly smaller breasts there.
I mean, she's big. We're big compared to everyone else.
That's because that was early in the manga. I think that's early in the manga's art.
Yeah.
Or because Kubo ends up having this thing back then where it's like,
Zero.
Hey.
How's it going?
So if you're wanting to see Alex's stream, he is playing more of Rebirth of Souls. He is now on the Soul Society arc, aka the arc that everybody says is where the series was peak, and then it stopped being peak.
Nah.
I would appreciate a bit more gameplay.
Ah, yes, the rescuing Brukia.
Well,
somebody to elaborate from the Rescuers. Hey, hey, who wants to see a live-action remake of the Rescuer?
Fuck no.
No.
Maybe. Depends on who's playing who.
Tom Holland as one of the mice.
I
don't actually know anything about the Rescuers, I have to say.
Me neither.
And anybody who wants to get on my case for commenting about Snow White without ever actually having seen it. I've seen all of the other remakes they've made. This one's not any different.
Yep.
Sounds
Sounds about right.
Might as well
I'm
just
gonna
stick
say
to
it
the
right
anime.
now. I just
Watch
forgot
our
this movie
streams on
existed.
them. They go down in quality as the remakes progress.
The last good one we had.
Oh wait, there he is. He has a model. Okay then.
Yeah, Ganju, the goat.
Yeah. Where's his sister though?
His sister is.
I can fall.
Well, let me tell you this.
I can smack the
Kukaku Shiba is. Are we see? Unfortunately, they ended up going with her design in the anime, where she has a prosthetic right arm as opposed to having just a stump.
The future Gohan situation.
Yeah.
Except for,
and there's a reason. If you're wondering if you ever go back and watch the anime and you see Kukaku not move her right arm at all, that's why.
Yeah.
And because the manga, he's missing an arm.
Oh yeah, and I guess we're also gonna get everyone's backstory and training because we're not gonna play that.
We're currently getting exposition from Salem Saberhagen.
Unfortunately, because we kind of skipped most of the substitute Shishigami arc.
Ow. Why was there just a random flash of white? The screen was dark.
Yep, we're still falling. Damn, we've been falling for a long ass time.
Still falling.
I've been falling for 30 minutes.
Several more minutes.
Hang on.
Several more minutes later.
We'll put our Hime at the bottom. We'll use her boobs as a flotation device.
I don't think her breasts would be very buoyant.
Not yet.
Oh hey, Kenpachi.
Penny, we love you, man.
Kenny.
This is starting
Good
to
off
like
in
JoJo's
different
Bizarre
direction.
Adventure. Oh, hi, Nick Fury.
All right. Well,
For some
Kenny
reason,
being Kenny.
For some reason, I thought that iPads didn't go across his face, but then I saw the string for a second there.
Yeah.
Soul Reaper A, Soul Reaper B. I'm sure these characters have names, guys. Ichigo Kurosaki? Question mark.
Looks at DVC Kakarot, Tall Saiyan, and Midget Saiyan.
Here's the thing. A lot of extra Soul Reapers do not have names. And then there's also that. And the thing is that Uryu and Chad get into fights with named with distinct looking Soul Reapers, but they did not end up modeling those characters. And I'm like, that's kind of lame, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He had enough time to model in other characters like Grandma. Yeah. Yeah, I was kind of spoiled. You fight Grand Minos eventually. Well, what a Grand Minos?
No, Alex already beat Grand Fisher.
Not Grand Fisher. What was his name? The big, long, lanky. You know what I'm talking about. Not Grand Fisher. We technically first saw it in the Shishigami arc, but then it returned later in the fake Karakura town, one of those hollows.
The Menos.
Yeah, Menos.
Yeah, Alex, as it turns out, you do fight a Menos, but
Awesome.
not as Ichigo.
Aww.
Yeah, it's way later.
Oh, here we go with Luigi's long drawn out story.
I'm Luigi. Oh yeah.
Now, Mario, I'm going to tell you a long, drawn-out story that is probably just a bunch of lies.
I mean, we can kind of ask his partners who tell the actual story. Some people would actually want a spin-off of Paper or Mario
Paper Luigi,
with with his adventures in the Waffle Kingdom.
Everybody wants one, and if you don't, you're freaking lying. Yep, more screen to black. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I did. I guess since I wasn't going to be playing the game I did sort of look at some of the other, I guess, NPC fights. AKA, all those characters that'll probably never be playable. Or, who knows, maybe they might be. Never say never.
Oh, and Alex, the first fight
Oh, wait, there she is.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, right.
Hello, chesticles. I mean, Kukaku Shiba.
No model, but it's close enough, I guess.
Boobs, I mean boobs, I mean boobs, I mean boobs, I mean hello cleavage. What my Valentine? What are you doing?
Actually, Kukaku is voiced by Amy Rose.
Okay.
Which one?
Current Amy Rose.
Got it.
Robinson, yeah.
Yep. She's voiced Kukaku since the 4 anime.
Well, damn.
As well as Queen Beryl in the Viz dub of Sailor Moon. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, that I knew. Voice range people. I mean, you'd be surprised which voice characters share the same voice.
Yep. And honestly, this would actually be Todd Haberkorn's first venture voicing Ikaku outside of the 8,000-year Blood War arc.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because Todd did not voice Ikaku during any arc in the 04 anime, due to him being voiced by Vic.
Currently, there's going to be a new Final Destination movie, and it was just announced today.
Yeah, that was already. Yeah, I already knew that there was going to be another one based on the fact that I've actually seen in some of.
Well, they just released a teaser, I suppose.
I mean, I was never interested in the Final Destination movies.
Yeah, the teaser was a dude dying via chains on a piercing.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I just
I'm like, motherfucker, why?
I mean, I just think of Final Destination as anyone heard of the show Solid Ways to Die. I just think of that, but but make it a movie.
Ways to die.
And if any of you 5 people who remember that show, well, damn, you're about as old as me.
Which
is there even a plot in Final Destination?
Final Destination, one guy has a premonition and of a bunch of deaths that prevents said deaths. But then death won. But then death felt cheated.
Death decided to be a dick.
Yeah.
As death would be. And again, the only reason I knew about Final Destination was ironically Fate Stay Night made a parody of it during Carnival Phantasm.
With Kukulane.
Yeah, with Kukulane or Land. They're trying to avoid his death.
Which, by the way, Kukulane. Which, by the way, one thing to note about how the English dubbing side of things for Fate, Kukulane is voiced by one of the other mainstays of Bleach, which is Tony Oliver.
Yes, Tony.
So, guys, I don't think I picked up the controller once in that entire thing there.
Wow.
Yeah, I noticed. Like, damn, that was literally just a recap.
Great fucking cutscenes.
Start getting hands off of the controller.
Hopefully, I think we're about to get in another fight if I remember the NPC fights.
Yeah, he's going to get. Yeah, you're gonna get a big fight against a giant dude named specifically Jadambo.
Hey, look, it's 2 playable characters and 2 NPCs I don't know of.
Oh man, I'm getting Pirate Warrior vibe flashbacks.
Look at it this way. At the very least, look at it this way. At the very least, this game has a somewhat more complete roster than Pirate Warriors.
Yeah, it didn't help the fact that even I think Pirate Warriors 4 was announced in like 2019 and it came out around 2020.
And it was before Wano was done, so
And the thing is that Pirate Warriors, or it's like, even though One Piece has a very successful English dub, they do not bother to dub the game.
Yeah. And the one game they actually did dub was the Unlimited
Adventure.
The one on the Wii,
Yeah, I think that's literally the only One Piece game that's been dubbed.
Through Funimation.
Through not counting the 4Kids era of One Piece games, of course.
Yeah, through Funimation, and because the other is as the first 2 games we ended up getting were dubbed by 4Kids.
Oh, it's the Butcher. Abdullah the Butcher.
Which, by the way, Alex, you might recognize the voice of Jadambo as Vulcan Raven from Metal Gear.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, Peter Lurie, who is known for a lot of things, voices is Jadambo in the series. And well, that's among a number of roles that he does. As because
Your mom. I was doing your mom.
Yeah, the funny thing is that in the abridgment by Logan Laidlaw, when they got to Jadambo, oh dude, Ichigo ended up being like all he had to do was just to stop his attacks was just hold up his sword or stand still and block every hit. Jadambo's then like, impossible. Oh, sorry, but I'm gonna have to kick your axe.
Okay.
And then Jadambo's like, I can't do anything right. I'm the worst gatekeeper ever.
That's a nice fez. I know a man in a blue box who might like that.
I'm the Transformers Energon of gatekeepers. Oh, come on, man. You're not bad. I'm just ridiculous. And then he proceeds to address Ichigo as orange-haired senpai. Meanwhile, Gin Ichimaru just enunciates his periods with
Oh man.
And nobody is a fan of that in
like
Soul
mid-size
Society.
Foes,
Anyway.
large-size foes will have with super armor as long as they have guard gauge.
Yeah, so you gotta whittle down his guard gauge, try to avoid getting hit or block his attacks. And then use a keycone move. Oh, and to trigger the real events, you gotta follow the instructions listed there. So yeah, Jadambo in the series was kind of at first he seemed tough who are heroes, but then Ichigo no diffs him.
I don't think half people even remember Jidambo even existed.
Except for the fact that he was in the 1,000-Year Blood War anime.
Was he?
Yeah! He was quite literally in there. He was the one who broke into the R&D department, and after Pepe ordered him to.
Yeah. Was that core? Which core was that?
Core 1!
Yeah, that makes sense.
That
It's
was
been
the
a while
core
since
that
I watched core 1.
That was the core that... Okay, so for the second real objective, if to essentially for it to work, you have after or taking out his spiritual pressure with your or attack acts without losing any of your kompaku. So you have, in order to
Oh my god.
in order to take out
Where the hell is the health
You gotta
bar?
sidestep. You gotta sidestep when I tell you to, Ichi.
Where the hell is the health bar
Maybe-
exactly? Oh wait, maybe I
Uh,
just can't see it. Maybe I just
the
can't
top-
see it because of the
the
screen.
top bar is the kompaku, which is your
Oh,
health.
you know what, mate? Because I'm on the phone, I can't really. It's so high. I just noticed that because Alex's Discord thing is kind of cut off. It's probably because I just can't see it. The screen. I know what the health bar works. That's
So,
the Discord.
Alex,
That's Discord's fault.
Alex, when you end up whittling his spiritual pressure down to when he told you when it's about to trigger a soul break, that would have been when, and you would have triggered the real event, and in which Jidambo would then and try to use an uber powerful move on you. But then it wouldn't really work, or because you have a lot of opportunity to get at him.
Oh boy.
And whittle down his super armor, because he's just going to stand there and charge his attack, so you might as well go in for it until...
Wow, he's just making you your bitch at this point.
Yep.
Giant characters in fighting games. I mean, we all love our fighting games with super armor.
Grade 8 Vegeta, anybody?
Yeah. So many online discords of how the hell do you beat Grade 8 Vegeta?
Simple. You got simple. Simple. Either you fight him from a distance, or you try to avoid him.
Or in my case, I tell him, "Get good, scrub."
Yeah,
I mean,
it took a while, but I managed to beat him in 2 tries.
Mm-hmm.
Good old the power of zoning.
Mm-hmm.
And this was before they nerfed giant characters by giving them unblockables.
Oh, geez,
So since Alex didn't go for the lore accurate thing, we don't get the more cinematic finish for beating Jidambo.
Oh, so that's how I guess these secret events work.
Yeah. Yeah, I learned that when I was like, okay, so how do I do this? And I'm like, that's how we do it. Here we go.
Up, and he's up again.
Orange-haired senpai acknowledges me. I'm going to open this gate for you.
Butcher knives, Abdullah.
My axe! What did you do to my axes?
No, you shouldn't have did that, should you?
It's weird how some people would not think much on voice actors like Peter Lorre and some mediums, and I'm like, Peter Lorre is actually one of the more experienced voice actors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I blame the whole dub versus sub elitist.
I know the feeling.
People are really trying to continue to piggyback on this as of late, and I'm like, oh, would you people just give it a friggin' rest already?
Yeah, it's called that tribalism,
It's
man. People
literally
need.
called personal preference for a reason. As
Mhm.
You
in,
think?
and you watch it how you want to watch it. It doesn't friggin' matter.
To them, to them, they think there's only one way to watch it.
To them, they're just like, well, blah blah blah. Well, because blah 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 blah.
People, settle down, settle down.
I'm sure there's a logical way we could settle this, and it is through slap fights.
Is mayonnaise an instrument? No, Patrick.
And this is why
mayonnaise
world
is not
peace
an
will never be a
instrument.
thing.
Horseradish isn't an instrument either.
And this is why world peace is not a thing. Probably the only thing that was cool about Metal Gear Solid 5 was that whole nuke ending. Because literally nobody was willing to give up their nukes.
I say that is something I really did like about Street Fighter 4, 5, and 6 is that you could change the voices to English and Japanese depending on your preference.
Yeah,
not
or
only
how
that,
Blaze Blue did, in which how
and
individual characters could
in
be
Marvel vs.
Japanese.
Capcom. Yeah, in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, you could just pick whoever speaks English and whoever speaks Japanese.
Yeah.
If only that was the case for fighters. God dang it.
Oh,
Yeah.
if only.
Yeah, if only. Then again, I'm so used to the dub of Dragon Ball that I guess I can't unhear your dub
Yeah,
characters.
that is the hard part. It's like you're so used to hearing actors like Sean Schemmel and Chris Sabat as Goku and Vegeta for so long that it's like it's hard to imagine playing the game and whatnot without their voices.
In fact, I think the only time I ever watched sub was during different Super Tournament of Power arc was released in Japanese.
Not only, and at the very least, a lot of people who were dub fans of Dragon Ball got to hear Moscow Knows Out demonstrate some really good range with Goku Black.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And oh man, when I listen to Ryo Horikawa, like his voice as Vegeta has kind of changed over the years. Like he's fine.
I mean, sure, he may be fine, but it's just like he doesnn't really sound like himself anymore.
Yeah, in fact, there was I remember there was a story going around that apparently he ended up smoking at some point during his career. Like,
oh, that'll do it.
Which would because like when you listen to him in his like during his prime days as Vegeta in Z and into Kai, like that's where I felt like his voice felt kind of a little iffy.
Yeah,
I guess the reverse of that whole thing would be the Fate series.
Okay. And Horikawa is an excellent Seiyu.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, if anything, Captain Falcon is more than proof of that. Show me your moves. Yeah. Show me your moves. Show me your moves.
The man,
come on, Blue Falcon.
Blue Falcon.
I get the reverse of that would be, Fatal Fury, Terry Bogard. And of course, the entirety of the Fate series.
Let's also Oh dear.
Hey, come on.
Hey, did we come in at a bad time? Because I think Dom Pianta is bedridden.
Oh, fuck. The mob is dead. Oh, wow, you're redoing the fight, aren't you?
Oh, we're powering through this.
Alright, Ron. I guess Ichiko decided to go back to the gate and said, you know what?
He was charging Atlanta Keycon move. I don't know what any of those words mean, but I'm going to try it again.
Keycon move is the move that you use to destroy Kompaku. As it's the move that you do when you...
Oh, it's the R2.
Okay. Yeah, it's the R2 move. After you hit him once with it.
I guess...
Reiatsu or spiritual pressure is the gauge that protects the Kompaku. If the spiritual pressure goes down, then the Kompaku is vulnerable.
And I guess Ichigo decide, you know what, that didn't count. Let me do that again. At least that's the only reason I think why would Ichigo come back.
I swear to God, at the very least, Alex, it's doing a lot of these extra stipulations, and I was like, okay, hey, I'm gonna be banging my head repeatedly against this brick wall until I get it done.
Hey man, at least they're telling you how to do the stipulations when you first time do it on like Sparking Zero, where you have to finish the stage first, then you get the requirements.
That's stupid.
That is such backwards
It is.
logic.
I mean, Ultimate Ninja Storm ends up doing that as well.
Oh, is this where I do it? Where he's red?
No. Oh, it's like first you gotta. Okay, so first real event is you gotta take out his. You gotta hit him with a Econ move without losing any Kompaku. Oh, then you have to take out his spiritual pressure with the all-out slash attack, as in that's the last thing you gotta hit him with to break his spiritual pressure.
But yeah, Sparking Zero's requirements.
And the last one is you gotta break through. You gotta take him out while he's charging up his big move. Oh, and like I said, that's only after that's only after the first two real events are triggered.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, fucking Sparking Zero's secret events. Yeah, it could be a pain. Like freaking. Some of them are like, there's a hidden time limit. Like, oh, you gotta beat Raditz before a certain time limit. Otherwise, you're going straight to the canon route. Meaning you gotta pay like near perfect with some of that.
I apologize if some of my explanation and to help with this is very confusing.
I mean, it's better than nothing.
Didn't exactly intend to wind up that far back behind you.
Well, okay, at least Alex. Hey, Lane, at least you found an exploit. He's not good at back shots. I know what I said. Yeah, just treat this like Apocalypse from Marvel. Just treat it like Apocalypse from X-Men vs. Street Fighter. Just get behind. Just go around him. Just get behind him and wail on him. He can't do nothing.
Yeah. In some cases, you just have to attack his arm to get him into stun mode.
Yep. I guess he has no idea how to turn around.
Yeah, for those for any of his moves, he is still vulnerable to a good block.
But yeah, shit, what was that going on? Yeah, freaking. Especially some of the more pissed off ones. Like, I mean, I'm trying to think of the hardest one. I mean, it was. Some of them are easy, like, just don't transform, like for Frieza trying to get his alternate, and just don't go 100% and beat Goku without it. And then there's some of the bullshit one, like Vegeta.
I love you 100 times.
Yep, oh god, here we go. And then there's Vegeta, where it's just beat Trunks' face in within a time minute, or what, just so Trunks could, go his big buff Super Saiyan, which... aka the worst transformation ever.
Yeah, Super Saiyan Grade 3.
I just call it Ultra Saiyan.
Oh,
SS Grade 3.
Yeah. As Ultra Saiyan. Maximum Over Saiyan.
Whereas I think in the Budokai games it was called Super Trunks 2 or something.
I think it was.
Yeah. Super Trunks 2. Yeah.
Yeah, which I guess was kind of confusing in hell. I was like, wait, Super Trunks 2 is like, is that, like, what is even Super Mode? Like, is that Super Saiyan 2? No, it's not. Wait, not Super Saiyan?
With the power of the Dragon Ball Daizenshu guidebooks, let's see, Super Saiyan Grade 2 and Super Saiyan Grade 3. So, yeah, those were essentially the forms Vegeta and Trunks took on when they fought Cell. Yeah, confusing, I know.
Yeah, no. I mean, back in the day, I just thought, okay, I guess we'll just call Super Form, I guess, the controlled Super Saiyan.
And then, of course, there's the form that Goku and Gohan were able to do, was just like full power Super Saiyan.
Yeah. Back then, when Super Saiyan 1 had so many variations. Now we just add a number to it. Or, I guess, God.
Yeah.
Super Saiyan God, 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 Super Saiyan God.
And then Kevin bit his tongue.
Let me teleport behind him last time.
I will say they did.
Well, that's because you were far away from him.
Even when the Super Saiyan God SS forms came out, I kind of simplified it as Super Saiyan God 2, since it was the second form of Super Saiyan God at the time.
Hey, at least they gave us a pretty good joke in the manga where Goku tried saying the form's name but bit his tongue. And just say, you know what, fuck it, we're just gonna call this Blue. It's still gonna be officially called Super Saiyan God because copyright, but we're just gonna call it.
Dodge?
Oh my god. I'm gonna
Alex, your flash step isn't used as a dodge, it is used as a counter.
Flash step is cool when you can use it as a dodge.
Oh my god, I was looking through some of my figure arts figures. Even they still call it Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan.
It's because of copyright, man. It's the copyright name. They're legally even though they want to say Blue, they legally must call it Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan.
Or legally. As Xenoverse 2 refers to it as Super Saiyan God SS.
Yeah. Because there ain't no way we're gonna fit all that on one title.
We're just it's like fuck it. Let's just put it as Super Saiyan God and then SS. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Super Saiyan God : Der Fuhrer's face.
And then we got Super Saiyan. Oh no, wait, Ultra Vegeta 1.
Ultra Ego Vegeta, Super Saiyan God.
That's
a Blue Evolution.
Yeah, it's more like a Daimach.
Super Saiyajin.
I was just mostly referencing Dragon Ball Daimachu.
Don't forget, if we had the Malaysian dub of Dragon Ball All Super, it would be Super Saiya People God. Or Super Saiya People God, Super Saiya People.
Yes, the birth of Super Saiyan SSJ. Man, I remember how I can't remember that. I've said that for so damn long.
The Jin part of Saiyajin is not a separate word.
It took me years to figure out. Oh wait, there is no J Super Saiyan. Wait, because I kept saying they called it Super Saiyan. Wait a minute, where the fuck's the J? And like, you know what? I didn't think too much because you know what? SSJ just sounds kind of cool.
Yeah,
kind of rolls off the tongue a bit more.
Yeah, I've had to say, like, people do realize that we don't actually have. There is no J in the acronym.
There's
the acronym.
No J in the Super Saiyan acronym.
But hey, at least it lets us know which Dragon Ball you grew up with. If you grew up with the early Urukai games, you said SSJ, then yeah, you probably started off with the games. And you know what? I'll call you a real one.
I'm trying to think back, because I had the Dragon Ball Z trading cards back in the day. I'm trying to think what they called it, and I just don't fucking remember.
Oh, looks like Don Pianta is waking up.
Me up inside.
Yeah,
wake me up and slave me.
Oh, my name is Dave.
I guess if we're going on fighting games, the Arc Systems had its little, fighting games, little show tour. Guilty Gear brought in Venom. Now with RoboKai Assist.
So does anybody remember the infamous theory of Ant-Man doing that thing he would do to Thanos as a sort of experiment?
No, I mean, I remember that, but I try not to.
And then there's what Grand Blue going on when they released Deadly. See, I have no idea what her...
Oh, and going back to Assassin's Creed, the new Assassin's Creed game, it's like people are trying to use that one guy, that one white guy dressed in the kimono, as like a gotcha towards people who are like, oh, this is the guy that people are trying to, I just say, hey, is disrespecting at Assassin's Creed Shadows, disrespecting Japanese culture. I'm like, dude lost weight, got married, and has far more respect for Japanese culture than the developers of Assassin's Creed.
You almost got him.
Shadows.
Mm-hmm.
He's charging up something. Look out, he's up to something.
He's a charging his laser.
Oh no!
I just spammed I just spammed R2 the whole time.
You were determined to get that
real moment success. Okay, at least at least they give you an indication that you got the thing.
Yeah.
Jadamo would be like, what?
What just happened?
Holy shit, he kicked my ass, but this time there was a bit more anime. He kicked my ass. He just kicked my ass, but this time there was more anime. And this is the same cutscene again, isn't it?
Yep. It's the same cutscene, so you can skip this.
Well, but the other real moments are a bit more climactic.
Some of them are, some of them aren't. But either way, and next time I go through Rebirth of Souls, I'm gonna probably end up playing through the first part of the Rancor saga.
Okay.
I'm guessing you already did. Yeah, I guess since if Alex is doing the other two Shishigami art, I guess. Yeah, I guess. Plus, I think that's probably where most of the meat of the game lies in. Like, it's a story mode.
Because the Rancor saga is part in this game.
I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just...
I know. I'm saying that it's literally one of the
bunch of stuff.
Not real. Not really. Jadamo literally tries to open up the gate for our heroes, but then Geen shoots him down, which, by the way...
I'm wondering why he has that silver thing on his arm.
It's his armor.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, in the manga, Geen cuts off Jadambo's left arm.
Ooh.
The Bleach tradition of cutting off people's arms.
The anime, he just cuts through a bit of the arm.
Because, of course, in Bleach logic, everyone always goes for the arm. Every time.
Some people think that...
It's like, what's that? You didn't fulfill the task of trying to stop Ichigo? We'll cut your arm off. It's like straight... That's straight up vibes of the Yakuza. You didn't fulfill the task, we'll cut your finger off vibe.
Like, seriously, if you ever read or watch Bleach, take a shot every time in a fight someone's arm gets attacked or chopped off.
I mean,
or at least one side of their body destroyed.
I mean, let's also not forget the fact that some people say that Kubo, and George Lucas end up having a penchant for cutting off people's arms. I mean, considering the arms are essential for wielding a sword, and if you lose an arm, then there goes quite a bit of your strength.
But what happens
if you
replace the arm with a sword?
Yeah, or, those people can just fucking regenerate. Yeah, I mean, a wrong card's are a thing, and... Or, like... I forgot. I just realized I caught my own mistake. I was thinking, okay, never. I guess counterpoint. Whenever Orihime is around,
I swear, some people kind of grossly underestimate Orihime, as though he didn't practically carry a lot of the characters on her back back with her absurd healing abilities.
It's the white mage, dude. It's called the white mage privilege. Everybody underestimates the white mage all the time, or the healer.
Fucking cutscene.
Look at Marvel Rivals. I mean, for instance, how many people do you think shit talk the healer all the time?
Maybe most of those players end up playing the offensive characters, the attackers.
It doesn't matter what. It doesn't matter whether it's a video game, anime, or manga. Everybody always undersells the healers. Everybody.
Now I'm just straight up getting Shield Hero vibes where the sword, lance, and the spear and bow heroes underestimate the shield hero.
I don't know.
Defenders are the second least. The defenders are the second least appreciated in this class.
Go away.
Yeah.
Well, Gein's sword is. Well, here's the thing. Gein's sword is an interesting one because it's deceitful in making you believe that it's just a dinky little thing.
Oh, yeah. I'll piss off, kid. Trying to wave us.
The quote in the bridge movie, that shit gets longer? Huh?
Oh, yeah, it does!
I love how Gen just waved goodbye. It's like, ta-ta, biatch.
Gen.
Oh, and if you're playing this in the Japanese, Gin Seiyu ends up being bye. Bye.
Yeah. Gin. AKA I call him Prototype Hazuma.
He's voiced by Hazuma in English.
Yeah, I know. That's why I call him Prototype Hazuma.
A sec, I gotta look.
At least I think he does.
Doug, well, I think he's like the second voice for Doug Erholtz.
Yeah,
ended up taking over.
Because I remember Hazuma's voice did also change as well after I think from Chron.
I think it was like after Continuum
Shift,
maybe.
Yeah, it was after Continuum Shift. Then in
Chrono Phantasma and onwards, and even into Cross Tag.
Yep.
Doug took over, yeah. Damn.
Cross Tag. Damn,
I love you,
but damn, I wish you had a season 3.
Yeah, it seemed like they even teased more.
And also the fact that those leaks and the announcer leaks.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, maybe they could be just voice tests. Maybe they could be also potential future characters. We don't know. I know. I think one interview they even mentioned that they could have gotten either 2B or one at Neptune.
Dang, I even bought the special edition when that came out because like the thing looked. I even got some signatures for the art book.
So at least it's a crossover to remember. I mean, Persona, Under Night, Blaze Blue. Senran Kagura,
and Akatsuki Blitzkampf with Akatsuki himself and the motherfucking Blitz Tank.
And Arcana Hearts.
The Blitz Tank where all the strategy you need when you have two Blitz Tanks is just bash at each other until someone dies.
Freaking bitch slaps you with his head.
It's like
boosh. Secretly, I dine on Tank.
No. Oh, this would be the perfect way to justify the clang sound effect from Berserk.
He's basically pulling an Ed from Ed, and then he's like, I'm a woodpecker, except with dirt.
Oh yeah, and it's
3 days of success.
Some other show, and some random show I can't recall. I don't know what it was about, but it had something about starting with an R, named after rock.
Dang. Just thinking about the potential of a season 3 of Cross Tag, it reminded me of when KOF 13 was going to have an English dub, but the English dub was not good.
So kind of glad they.
In fact, they had voice clips recorded for Kula and Maya. And boy,
Oof.
Kula I thought was alright, but Jesus.
Yes, you can tell if I don't know what I'm referencing. Yes, it's Ruby. Yeah, I know Ruby was popular in the East,
Mm-hmm.
but still, yeah. But whatever. At least it was only volume 3. So hey, it was the good parts of Ruby.
Back when Monty Ohm had some involvement in those.
Yep. And then it all went downhill from there.
Yeah.
It's all downhill from here.
Like
Yeah.
Yamcha. I don't know what this Yamcha is, but it sounds disappointing.
Oh, hi,
But hey, at least
Kylie Barrett.
Yep, I got. But I guess hey, look at the bright side. So just like with Marvel
Hi,
Capcom 3,
Aizen.
just like with Marvel
You mean
Capcom
Josh
3, we're
Groban?
getting
Why was
Yep,
your
we're
name
getting
not
mods.
referenced earlier?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I guess just like Marvel 3,
Just
we're also
remember,
getting mod
Alex.
support for cross tag,
Remember,
including
Alex.
added more characters.
You should only.
Mm-hmm.
He thinks that Geen is up to something hardcore, up to something. You should pay attention to him and only him forever. You're the best ever. Josh could never hurt a fly, Groban. And you flatter me, Renji. Here, have an album. Aw, man, bitchin'.
Oh, I mean, hell, they even added Terumi and Taokaka and Arakuni and Falcon in the game.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm guessing. So hey, who knows? If they finally get that, and who knows? Maybe we might get other characters from other once they figured that out.
Yeah.
Here's hoping for multi-blood characters, please.
Or in my case, the Sengoku boss or cross characters. Because, yes, Arxis did do a Sengoku boss or a fighting game.
Yeah,
that was like
I mean, they're gonna have to
before
figure out a way to
Blaze
get the models, but I mean, yeah.
Yeah, probably put in like Masamune and Yukimura, so no brainers for Sengoku Basara reps.
Yeah. Yep. Well, let's just hope those models can put them in.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, so I guess they're sort of starting off with slightly more Blade Blue cast. With
Yeah.
I think the last character they're gonna add is probably Kokonoe before they move on to the other series.
Mm-hmm.
Which honestly, I guess that probably makes sense. Since Kokonoe was kind of one of the characters I probably wish should have been the roster. I mean, come on, you had her mom, you had her dad. Why not get the daughter?
Yeah.
Yes, not the Phantom who fucked a cat. Yeah, look, Blaze
Hey,
Blue.
Alex.
Don't question it.
Because I'm at that one chapter of the game where there's a section and that has the sun drawn in a strange manner.
Oh,
That ain't a sun.
that Rukia in prison thing. That was just a fucking cutscene.
Oh.
Why couldn't that have been a cutscene between like us and the next thing?
Unfortunately.
Because reasons.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, don't worry. Shit, what was I
Hi,
thinking
Todd.
about? Oh yeah, Todd.
Hi, Todd.
Oh, hey, it's
Mr. Baldy.
You want to know the sad thing? Yumi Chico's not playable.
Yep, we only
And
get one of those guys.
I'm like, man.
That's like free money on the plate there. To include him.
And because Yumi Chico's cool.
He is cool. I mean, I know his chances of being on the roster with.
And by the way,
I guess,
Alex,
mid.
Yumi Chica is the one who ended up identifying Giselle Jewel as a guy.
Yeah.
In the 1,000-Year Blood War. He's like, you smell You smell like a boy. No,
Wait a minute.
No use hiding it.
Insert Admiral Akbar here.
No use hiding it. You reek of semen. And then Giselle, I'll be all like,
Hey, wait.
and then Giselle, I'll be all like, you fucking what, mate?
Oh no, he found my secret.
Insert Admiral Akbar here. It's a trap.
She's got a penis.
And to some people, that might be the best part if we're going. I'm a fan. I've been around in several Stalful Sims.
You know it's even more funny when even the voice actress is even aware of this.
Yeah. Good old Monster Energy drink. It's fun. Even though, let's be honest, he's probably the servant that canonically has fucked the most women.
Yep.
Yeah, man, ever since Apocalypse, Stalful's image has changed. He went from
Astolfo's image changed with the when that cosplayer pulled out the monster can.
Yeah, versus the Monster King. Nowadays, he's kind of known as the face of NTR now.
Fudge nuggets.
Yeah. I'm not going to explain much. Just if you know, you know.
Well, yeah.
That's way deep on the iceberg.
Look up Astolfo Small Penis Club on YouTube.
Yeah. I don't know. Because, yeah, talking about that shit would just make this stream very unsafe for work, and I don't want to get anybody demonetized.
We're not monetized.
I mean, cancelled.
Now
Shit.
Now I have to defeat Ikaku.
Oh boy.
Ooh,
great!
I mean, I could think of funny one-liners like looks at Leona from KOF when you do her forward heavy punch grab. She yells out apple juice.
I'd like to cut your hair, but you don't have any. I guess I'm just going to have to cut the rest of you.
Apple juice.
Yep.
Kata's doing a much better job of doing Ikaku than Jason Liebrick did with Crow.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna kick your ass, though.
Sorry,
look, man, Ikaku has a lot to prove, alright?
Now, you say you're a lucky motherfucker. I say you're just in my way.
I mean, how do you feel if you were known as the Lucky Soul Reaper? And probably one of the few guys who tried to get with Rangiku and failed.
Oh, that just means he's really unlucky.
Or maybe lucky, I mean, considering how high maintenance she is.
You know what? I can put up with a couple of things for a couple of things, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Let's just say that when I introduced Bleach to to some of my family members, they were honestly the ones I showed them and that knew of it were like genuinely surprised that he voiced Ikaku.
Yeah, Ikaku. Yeah. Ikaku has a
so crazy.
Stone cold crazy.
So crazy.
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 Yeah. Also, I'm also kind of going on the Switch since I have no PC. Just playing the
At
Switch.
the very
and
least, Todd
Mario.
Habercorn.
Ikaku, can you stop trying to use that mop as a weapon?
It's a
It's a spear.
That pocket knife at the end isn't fooling anybody.
The
Or that's a
blade
fake.
I like the
Or it's a
blade
fake-
looks kind of
Oh,
smallish. Like it's not complete.
God damn. I made some tea this morning, and like I didn't take the tea bag out of my water bottle when I got done with it, and the string on the tea bag went down my throat.
Oh God,
Ugh.
doesn't sound.
taking a swig of water. All of a sudden, oh, here's the string.
Have fun, bitch.
So
That'll teach me to leave them in there.
So some people kind of underestimate how actually really good a swordsman Ichigo is, and this was pretty much the first opponent and that showcased quite a bit of his swordsman skills, because Ikaku is a weapon that is quite unorthodox for a sword wielder to have.
Yeah, he had a pole arm. Ichigo, okay, so that...
And Ichigo was able to not
that sword was
only
on the ground and then it was in his
adapt,
hand.
and Ichigo was not only able to adapt on the fly against him, but also overpower him.
Yeah.
Even when it's separated into multiple parts.
It's great! Zanpakuto is the taste that kids have grown to love.
Tony the Tiger's soul reaper.
Yeah, at the very least, is with Todd Habercorn, he does sound enough like Vic's take on Ikaku that I'm like, yeah, that's fine.
Jason
That's a
Lieber
very
didn't even fucking try.
As Crow.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can shit on Ruby all we want, but I guess we'll save it for, I don't know, whenever we get 100 subscribers and do the whole Ruby watch through.
We're not doing that.
Never say never, Kevin. Alright, time to go ruin Rock Haw's audience. Gotta hammer them all. Ooh, star piece. Ooh, piece of candy.
I mean, I'd like to know what your birthday is so that I can get you a present for the next thing. Sword. The shadow isn't even underneath the sword.
And that's all the audience. Yeah, we'll beat on your fan. Wow, and Ichigo's just having a casual conversation with the dude.
So, Evanescence has just announced that they did a song for the Netflix Devil May Cry show, and it's really good. And you know what? It should have been the fucking intro song.
Yeah, but guess what?
We got Limp Bizkit instead.
Rolling.
We got Limp Bizkit instead.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. I mean, I saw that Anime Japan, they confirmed they got the seiyus for Dante, Virgil, and Lady to come back for this Netflix anime.
And yet they couldn't bother to get anybody else for the English version except for Johnny Young Bosch and Robbie Damon.
Johnny Young Bosch played a different character.
Yeah.
Virgil's son.
And here's the thing. He still sounds like fucking Nero.
Yeah.
No shade on Johnny, but that's goddamn Nero.
Yeah. And I like Johnny, even if some people will say his Nero and Zero sound similar to each other, which is a difference.
Okay, so allow me to reintroduce the concept of voice acting to people.
You are acting with your voice.
Your voice, yes.
Yes.
Even if it is a voice that has been used in multiple things, you are still playing different characters with said voice.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like hell, a number of people were probably somewhat surprised that Johnny went on to voice 9 in My Hero Academia's second movie.
And I didn't even
Yeah.
notice that, because, like, I know Johnny's, like, regular voice from Power Rangers, you know?
Yeah.
I knew him from Bleach, and I didn't even know that he played the male protagonist in Legend of Heroes: Trails in the Sky.
And now I have an egg.
God damn.
Sonic, is this turning into a studio clamp imp-dojin?
What?
Hmm.
You said, and now I have an egg.
Oh
God
no!
damn it. Oh,
Oh
God
shit! Oh no!
pause. God damn it, I did it again.
Fucking JonTron.
Not the pet jog biting his ear.
Meanwhile,
I think one of my absolute favorite bits from JonTron was what was the "Just let me die, just let me die, let me die in peace. I'm perfect. I'm too perfect. This is what happens when you try to play God." Ah!
Oh, my favorite one was like my stomach! Dude, are you gonna be alright? Oh, shut up!
Alright, I'm just gonna hit you with my Evangelion arm.
I think he was like
well,
eating a burrito or something.
His thing. Chad's gonna
I
beat
think-
Common Soldier.
I
Just
think it was
some
because
guy.
the reason for that
Let's keep
was
in mind,
because he ate a taco.
Sonic, let's keep in mind, Sonic, that Chad doesn't really start to stack up losses until he fights one of the most busted characters in the show.
Well, yeah, that's why I call it the Worf effect. He's the muscle of the group, but he's always tasked with fighting but he somehow has to fight some of the top big names.
Oh
Shunsui
wow,
Kyo-
I'm taller than this guy.
But Chad's kind of a brick house.
Shunsui Kyoraku is one of the toughest captains of the 13 Court Guard squads. Like, dude is insane.
Yeah, I'm not denying he is.
If Kyoraku got Chad, if Chad got Kyoraku to use his Shikai, Chad would have fucking died.
Well, yeah, I mean, again, that's why I call it the Worf. But he always gets asked by guys who are way above his weight class.
So Alex, Chad could charge up a projectile attack that he could fire with his arm, and he could also Ghostface. Ghost is late to the stream. Anybody else see that Snow White is sucking harder than Hillary Clinton did in the oral?
No.
Oh god!
Hillary wasn't the one sucking in the in the oval orifice. That was Monica.
Now time to make the generic Soul Reaper newbie our bitch.
This guy literally doing his job.
A newbie getting his ass
guard.
handed. Falcon
Me
punch!
the perfectly relevant question of why the hell I'm here.
Moete. I mean, whatever they said in the dang dub. Spanish name.
El Directo.
Kamehameha.
El Directo. Man, and again, I mean, compared to the Japanese average heights, the Chad is a brick house.
Like,
because I mean, remember, I mean, Fate Stay Night Ryder's considered tall, and yet she's like somewhere like what, like 5'6". So yeah, the West's definition of tall or big is very.
Have you seen them in South Korea? Some of those South Korean guys get like 6'5".
Yeah.
If you've ever seen the picture of the American soldier and the South Korean soldier next to the North Korean soldier, you'll know what poverty looks like. Because the South Korean soldier is like 4'5", and the North Korean soldier is like 4'5", and the South Korean soldiers and the American soldier, both of them are like 7 feet tall, it looks like.
Jesus.
So,
Christ.
Okay. So, Alex, the last opponent that Chad ends up winning against in this scenario is actually supposed to be this really big dude who tries to show off in front of Chad and in Squad 8, and Chad just no diffs him by punching him right in the face and sending him flying.
That just says, you better not follow
Man,
me.
I don't got time for this
no,
shit.
I'm not planning on following you. And the other guy's like, hey, can you at least kill me to save my dignity? No.
My mom,
You're going to have to live with the humiliation of this for the rest of your days.
Man, my grandma would say, man, ain't nobody got time for that.
Like, serious.
We got a woman to
say. Out of everybody in Ichigo's group, my mom says Chad's her favorite.
Yes, Chad isn't. Your mom's got taste then.
It's like you would think that she'd like either Ichigo or Uryu, maybe even Orihime. Like she kind of appreciates Orihime for her innocence on par with Starfire's innocence.
But to get 3 keys to unlock this secret mission.
Gotta love those sweethearts.
But then again, watching anime fights,
hiring activists and PDF file.
But then again, watching side characters.
Ghostface.
Then again, watching side characters fight in any kind of anime is like betting for a ring. It's like betting for a fight in any, I guess, wrestling or boxing match. It's like, goddamn, like you want your favorite guy to win, but goddamn, his losing streak, you still believe that, hey, maybe this time he'll get the one. Vegeta, maybe this time Vegeta will actually get this one. Maybe. Nope. No, his wife said he won't shower with him. I guess. I mean, yes, I did recently watch the final episode of Dragon Ball Damachi. Daimon. Ultra Vegeta 1. I guess we'll call it that.
Alright, let's go. Let's go talk to ghostly ghost that ghosted things.
Yes. Ooh, ghost.
Because yes, there is a ghost in this chapter.
I mean, this is the Mario universe. I mean, the dead is not exactly new.
Nope, Disney just announced the new season of Doctor Who.
Fine. Nah.
Apparently, Kudigat was leaving at the end of this season, which is, now that's gonna be interesting. Because,
meanwhile,
Eccleston,
Orihime is one.
Eccleston was like the only, Eccleston and what's his name? Again, Eccleston and McGann are still the 2 doctors who had. I'm going to attack the woman. Eccleston, McGann, and Hurt are the 3 doctors who had the few appearances. Because it was an episode and a cameo for Hurt. It was a movie for McGann, and then Eccleston was a whole season.
Yeah.
Darn, if only the damn developers gave me a proper move set. Then you'd be real sorry. Also, Orihime worried about she might be stepping to win a race war.
And the guy that Ryu
yes,
was
I
fighting.
am a Quincy. Can we commence with the gameplay now?
The guy that Ryu fought
You
against
are not
had
even important enough to get an upper face.
That's how much.
That's
Yeah, the
how
thing is,
much
we need-
you are.
We need to set up the 1,000-year blood war arc because racism.
the thing is that there was actually a more there was actually a Shinigami that Ryu fought against and that had a full-on Shikai that was essentially a cluster of flying weapons, and as it were, and it was able to take on Orihime A's Kododama. Like Ghostface says, actually Rachel Zegler would be perfect for Gruntilda in a Banjo-Kazooie movie, if not for her then. Yeah. Gonna save real quick.
She could play both regular
right.
Grunty and sexy Grunty.
Probably.
Let's
Then again-
read the
Then
diary.
again, you know what? You know who should play Grunty in a Banjo-Kazooie movie? It should be Idina Menzel.
I got on a train today, and on that train. Oh wow, it goes. Oh wow, they actually go full on film grain horror.
So destruction.
Oh dear, it looks like you're near death. Would you like some help with that?
Oh, yep, see, he shot his hand. That's our first.
Game
Yep.
over.
Yep, once again, Bleach always with the goddamn arm. It's always the hand or the arm.
Yeah!
Yeah.
I'm
Don't
sorry,
worry, I didn't.
You're knocking on heaven's door here. And I'm barely damaged. Hey, yeah.
Knocking on heaven's door.
Goodbye. Goodbye, random soul eater reaper number
Goodbye.
47.
Oh, the Guns
Goodbye,
N' Roses
Rams.
cover of that song is
Soul
amazing.
membered.
Goodbye,
Newbie.
Goodbye, nameless, almost
Nameless.
Soul Reaper.
Which,
So
by the way, the Shinigami that Ryu fought against to protect Orihime, hey, that guy was also voiced by Peter Lorre.
Hey, hands off the woman, bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, she's already taken by someone
To be
else.
perfectly honest, I just wanted to grope her tits.
Oh, he came from that side of the party.
Yeah,
That particular.
Yeah, that end.
That one.
He's the reason
Oh,
that
God,
female only train cars in Japan.
Not today, boy.
Oh god, are we in that part of the Soul Society?
Okay, Ghostface also says if Idina Menzel played Gruntilda, then would she defy gravity?
Yes! I'm glad somebody got that reference.
Well, that's what Ghostface was saying.
Try to find me. If anybody was disappointed in the Wicked movie, just look up the soundtrack. It's quite good.
The 2003 original cast soundtrack is
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
one I'm
the
talking
Super
about.
Mushroom.
You know what they should have done? They should have just made like a dying art, but they should have made a 2D animated movie about it back then.
Yeah, should've. Probably
Could've, should've.
But they didn't. And that is the sad
Frankly
part.
surprised they never did like a Wicked reunion with the Broadway cast in animated form after Frozen came out, you know? Because Frozen is like probably the most popular animated musical of all time now.
Yep.
Let it go. Let it go.
Let it go. Can't hold
There.
it back
Hey, guys.
anymore.
Hey, guys, I think it might
Let
be
it
time
go.
to let this song
Let
go.
it go. Turn away and
Time to
slam
slam
the
that door.
door. I
Okay,
don't
guys,
care
guys,
What
guys,
what they're going to say.
guys, guys, guys,
All right.
guys, 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 guys,
Come on.
guys, guys,
Hey.
guys,
Okay.
guys,
All right.
Guys.
guys.
Stop.
Let us save
Never
that.
bothered me anyway.
Let us save this for when and if we get to doing Kingdom Hearts 3.
Eventually.
Because that song is in that game.
Oh. Hmm.
Yep.
Well, we ended up getting certain things stolen. So
Yep.
now we gotta go.
So I got an unlock key. But there
Right.
wasn't a special thing. Why didn't you just put these in a linear order?
Because these are essentially events that take place at roughly the same
Simultaneously.
time.
Yeah, but you're gonna make me play through all of them to get to the thing anyways. Why? Ugh.
Meanwhile, back with the main character.
Meanwhile...
Oh, hey, look, it's everybody's favorite boy.
The medical.
Hanataro?
Good out.
But the rest of the Force Company. Where'd it
Good
go?
out, Hanataro. Good out, Hanataro. Guy who I wondered how the hell he got this job.
Hmm.
Hey, little boy, get out of my way.
That little boy is voiced by Spike Spiegel.
Oh,
I'm sure you could hear it in his voice.
hey, oh, that's right. Hey, Shinji.
Ikari.
Sorry, kid. We would like to stick around, but we got some business to take care of. Hmm.
Yep.
Actually, now that I think about the reason.
That's Spike Spencer, alright.
Yeah.
Spike Spencer.
You called him Spike Spiegel, and I was like
I'm-
that is not fucking,
Steve Bloom, I know.
Steve Bloom.
I'm-
That is not fucking
I'm being-
Steve Bloom.
I'm being
So
a
I was just
dipshit.
like, yeah, I was like, in my head, I was like, what?
I'm a
Brain-
dipshit.
Brain fart moment.
Yes, I'm a dipshit. What do you want from me? Spike Spencer.
Once again, Mortal Kombat 11 is on sale on Steam again for 90% off.
Once again, I am not going to buy it.
Again, smart choice.
I enjoyed my time with MK9 and 10,
Don't
but
add
11.
Crunchyroll to your,
No.
your thing in Ghostface. No, don't do that.
Mm-mm.
And hey, at least the original Guilty Gear is on sale.
Yeah.
The OG Guilty Gear, where they ended up rewriting and the fact that Bridget is actually a dude.
Nah, that's Guilty Gear X. This is the original. Bridget wasn't a thing yet. This was when Kim was more like a Yoni Kenshin reference before she got her massive tits.
And, the funny thing, the funny thing is that Steve Bloom has voiced some weepy characters back in the day, Alex. So it's not like that would be out of his range.
Oh yeah.
Oh right, the original Guilds Gear with the very muffled as fuck drowning announcer.
Ghostface says he wants to rewatch the Funimation dub of the One Piece.
Yeah.
Why would you watch
Fair
One
enough.
Piece and reading it?
Yeah, that's a good question.
It'll take you less than half the time to read it than it will to watch.
Look, man, my best friend experienced One Piece is both manga and anime. You're gonna have
Shinji,
to
I'm gonna
use
need you to
both.
shut the fuck up and get in the goddamn Ava.
Look, you watch.
Have piloting skills, and what's an Ava?
It's a giant robot. Just use your imagination.
Oh, as long as you're trying to skip through the filler of One Piece, then okay.
Look, all I'm saying is all you gotta do.
There's barely
One
any
Piece,
filler in it in that series.
Yeah, surprisingly. In fact, the only filler probably worth watching is probably the G5 arc.
Mm-hmm.
And also, if you're gonna watch the anime, probably just watch it for the fights, and then read the manga for anything else.
Then I'm going to need you to point me to the to the nearest giant robot.
I guess the only time I think you would probably watch the entire anime for was probably during the C9 stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Emmy's lobby, specifically the towers.
Yeah.
And New World is debatable. Some parts.
Mm-hmm.
Because, yeah, I'll admit, the rest of those stuff did take cool. Despite the fact I did like it.
Ganju's running animation looks so silly. He's like,
Alright, time to play a game of Who's the NPC?
Oh, that's number one.
Oh, it's the character who doesn't have a fucking name.
Generic newbie.
Meanwhile, all these...
Did I hear you insult an innocent patient? Yes,
Squad
I
4.
never felt more closer to you.
Squad 4, Izuru Kira, Mr. Emo Man, Shuhei Hisagi, who is another lieutenant. There's Renji. There's a useless lieutenant and Rangiku.
Yeah.
I call Tetsu Daimon worthless because the fuck has he done? Hi, Momo. Even you've done more than fucking Tetsu Daimon.
Yeah, and you got jumped by the entire Full Society.
Oh, hi, Dupless.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I find it funny how Dupless at first didn't want to be owned to anybody, but then after he ended up being outed, he's like, you know what? I want to be known. I want people to know who I am.
Who am I?
So one of those things.
4601.
Yeah.
Also, Momo and Soifo Owen are both voiced by Karen Strassman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Momo. Aizen's biggest stand.
Yep.
So much so that she literally took a beating for the guy.
Mm-hmm.
And funnily enough, there were some bits that were adapted in this game that aren't in the 2004 anime.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's good to know.
Which is one of those being in the secret stories, which is Toshiro's birthday. Hey, that Aizen had going on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Happy birthday, Toshiro. I'm betraying you.
For basically no reason.
Mm-hmm.
Happy birthday, Toshiro. I'm betraying you.
Yeah, that made Toshiro's reaction even worse.
Yeah, man.
And here we have
Fly
Reggie.
Pops.
And yep, Reggie's
Yeah,
doing the
I
most
see
menacing walk.
Yeah,
Look
I
at that.
remember that I
Look at
beat
that.
you up.
Extremely pissed off grin.
Reggie, he comes in with that menacing strut.
He's like, bitch, I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Ichigo's like, did you really have to strut all this way to me? Yeah, you could have just walked like a normal human being.
Just imagine.
No.
Imagine.
Renji just wants to flex how much of a badass he is.
And she for him.
Well, if it isn't
Imagine-
Ichigo.
Imagine the Bee Gees playing and getting louder as he walks down those stairs.
Oh,
He's
God.
just strutting all the way down. And it's like, Ichigo and the gang are like, what the fuck is that?
Hey, Ichigo, I hear. So, Ichigo. Oh, I see you've got a new sword on you. So I suppose this means you think you can beat me? I don't know. Do you look choppable? Oh, well, yes. Then yeah, I could beat you. Wait, what?
Come on, boss fight! Fight, yeah!
Oh, fight your rival.
What? Yeah, fine.
I think he's the rival for now until.
Alright, time to make Renji our bitch.
Well, I mean,
A lot of people get on Renji just because he happens to also end up jobbing out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's.
You know, Alex,
I mean,
if you
he's
want to
winning laws
really
by-
accomplish all, if you really want to accomplish all of these like real moments, you could try to see if lowering the difficulty helps.
Yeah, Sparking Zero method.
I'm just saying that just to make it easier on you, Alex.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
not trying to.
Hey,
patronize
nobody
you.
blames you,
No,
man.
I gotcha. I just...
Or I guess equip and shit.
Well, I haven't unlocked anything yet.
But yeah, something the game doesn't tell you in Sparking Zero. You can technically equip stuff to make the character stronger to help you get those achievements easier. They don't tell you that you could do that, but it's something that you could do.
Let me tell you this: I would rather have a story mode as long as this Bleach, as long as the Bleach game, than a story mode like Sparking Zero, where it's just like very lackluster.
Yeah, it
And
depends
the
on
way
which.
it's-
It depends on which. Yeah, but yeah, I do agree because
Yeah.
why the fuck did Goku? Because let's be honest, the worst story mode. No surprise, it's Goku's Black. Because guess
Mhm.
what? You're fighting Goku, Trunks, Vegeta, again and again. Only those guys.
And
Then again,
nobody else.
Goku Black kind of made the
And
story
just go
mode a
straight
bit of a
to
drag.
cutscene.
Mm-hmm.
Then again, I'm gonna be honest, Goku Black in any story mode, whenever he shows up, is the worst.
Yeah, it seems like the writers they didn't have much to work off of it, and they're like, okay.
I mean, to
let's
be fair, you're only fighting 3 people.
The answer is simple.
Zamasu,
You're too
Zamasu.
slow.
I mean, you're fighting either Zamasu with pink hair, Fuse Zamasu, and Zamasu with corrupted. Notice how all those people are
Yeah,
just
Who's winning
Zamasu.
that fight?
No. Oh, Sonic, you got it wrong. It's either Zamasu, pink-haired Zamasu, fused Zamasu, or Biggie Smalls.
Yep. And of course, he's kind of like a British Goku. And when he's rosé, he might as well be like Dr. Crowler. Wait a minute, did I just hear my name?
Good
Better
old
not have been
Yu-Gi-Oh!
another slifer slacker.
Good old Yu-Gi-Oh! GX.
Prowler is a weird character.
But he's
even
also
more-
underappreciated.
Or Krona, as he's called in
Kronos.
the or Kronos as he's called in the Japanese version.
Nanome.
Yeah.
Even the
But he
fact
is
that in
underappreciated.
GX he's voiced by a famous, a comedian in Japanese.
Yeah.
That's
But
it's
Crowl's
weird
underappreciated.
when it's
Nobody
weird
does
when
Crowler.
in Japan they end up getting celebrities to do voice acting. Because
Yeah,
Gut's
like-
current Seiyu is a celebrity, from what I've found.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I
Like,
mean,
dude
to be
has
fair,
next to
voice
no
acting.
voice acting. Like, dude has next to no voice acting credits, and yet
Mhm.
Zero
I
normal.
mean, to be fair, voice acting
it's
in
with
Japan is
all
a lot
out
more
Flash.
beloved. I mean, voice acting in Japan is a lot more beloved
Right.
than here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's with the all out Slash move.
I mean, heck, even GX has even some of my favorite cast members in the Japanese. Like the actress who does Aki Izayoi was Deca Yellow and Deca Rangers.
You're
And
talking
Dio's
about
voice
5Ds
actor
because
with
Aki's from 5Ds, and she's
Yeah.
my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh girl, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Oh,
damn
heck
right.
yeah! And the
Yeah,
guy
also
who plays
Ayumi Kinoshita did a great job as her, by the way.
that's because I recognize she's done work on Kamen Rider and Super Sentai, so it's like that just put a smile on my face.
Yeah.
Also, I guess Dio's voice act, Japanese VA, also was a GX villain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was.
Yes, he played Takuma
was-
Sayo.
Yeah,
And the guy who-
aka the
and-
man with the worst
Jeez.
deck ever.
And the guy who
Literally.
does Jack Atlas.
You mean
in-
Arcana Force?
Reishi is his health, right?
And
Reishi
Jack
is
Atlas.
the-
Yeah, he's great.
Is the
Dude,
thing below
I can
his,
tell you for a fact,
Konpaku, his,
This
like-
is the same man who would later go on to play Iori Yagami in KOF 14 and onwards. So it's like, oh, heck yes.
Seriously, that guy's deck is the fucking worst. I mean, literally a deck that's only
Reishi-
good on coin flip.
your
Dude, what the
spiritual
fuck?
energy.
Takanori Hoshino. Never thought I would, of all people,
Yes,
to
Jack
play Iori
Atlas
Yagami.
himself. Jack is
Takanori
one of the
Hoshino.
best rivals.
Yes.
Yes, he is. And he
And
also has
also,
probably
he's
my
over the
favorite
top.
monster.
Like when he declares his turn, he's like, Orinotan!
Yep. And he
God, I
still has
love
by
that.
far my favorite.
Yeah.
And he still has by far my second favorite rival monster, boss monster.
Mhm.
Just being obvious, Blue Eyes. Because let's
thing
be
is-
honest, you can't
and the thing
beat
is, Alex-
Blue Eyes.
Yep,
Ex-
Red Demon's Dragon, or Red Dragon
Mhm.
Archfiend in English.
Yes.
And the thing is, is the all-out Slash has to be the thing that reduces the Renji's spiritual pressure down to 0.
Yeah, the timing was off on that.
Oh, hey!
I'll go back.
Renji with his hair down.
Yeah.
I think they actually made a model of that.
Yeah.
The simple
But
yeah,
switching out
Red
of
Dragon
hair
Archfiend.
piece.
Best dragon. Made a freaking Yu-Gi-Oh! Master deck of it. That's my best goddamn deck. Love that shit.
Mhm. Yep.
And it still gets supports to this day.
Oh yeah, so yeah, there was another actor who went from doing Super Sentai to voice acting. Divine, aka Sayu's VA, Masaya Matsukaze.
Oh, nice. Even though Divine
Oh, yeah.
is an absolute piece of shit.
Yeah, it's like when I was looking through his time as an actor, like he went the Johnny Young boss route, like after his time on Mega Ranger.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Huh.
this is the same guy who played Ryos Hazuki in Shenmue, and okay, he was Teru Mikami in Death Note. Ayo.
Oh, Mikami!
Yeah.
I don't. Here's the thing. I don't like Japanese Death Note that much. It might be,
That's okay.
Mamoru Miyano.
I like it in Japanese, but I think the English dub's a lot better.
might be a bit
Yeah.
controversial, but I don't like the Japanese voice of Light. I think he's like
Mamoru Miyano is an
Mamoru
alright
Miyano's a-
Seiyu.
he's
Yeah,
a great voice
yeah.
actor, but that role in particular. 'cause
That was
if I'm
definitely
not-
during his early beginnings as a VA.
Yeah,
That's
and
alright.
Also
meanwhile,
when he was doing like 5 different shows a year, I think it was.
and Brad
Yeah.
Swaley nailed the Kira laugh.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Yes.
That's right. I am Kira.
This is like, yeah. Never mind. This
like
is like
Tamaki.
going off of, let's see.
Like Yamahi, aka the
think one of the
character I wondered, why the fuck were you in Jump Force? I know you weren't playing, but why were you there?
Yagami. He was batshit insane.
Yep. God accomplished and had a massive crash out.
And let's also never forget how there was an interesting, solid JJ sketch where Light Yagami and L were playing Minecraft.
Oh god.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
right.
the level of meticulous detail in their plot, in their thought process, is exactly how I would imagine them doing this. And I have not read a single chapter of Death Note or watched any episodes of it. And I've just seen like a bunch of clips of Light's thorough thought process, and I'm like, yeah, this sounds absurd.
Yep. And I've actually read all the manga online a while back, and I've seen all of the anime in both Japanese and English.
Alex, look, it's the sun, not in the background.
So I've read the entire manga. I've watched the entire show. I've watched the first 4 live-action Death Note movies. I've listened to Death Note the musical. I have not watched the full version that they've uploaded to YouTube, but I have listened to the soundtrack recording. I have not watched the Death Note live-action TV show yet, and I have not watched the 4th Japanese Death Note film.
I could totally imagine Light being the guy, a Yu-Gi-Oh villain now.
And I swear, Alex,
you activated my trump card.
Okay, so
you
Alex,
activated my trump card.
Okay, so Alex, between the two of us, which one of us would be Light, and which one of us would be L?
Well, I would obviously be L, because I've been practicing that voice for as long as I can remember.
So
he's one of the best characters in the show, too.
I can literally do the L squat.
And then so you're gonna have me play Light.
Well, if you want, sure, but I was more specifically thinking it was like, because I can do the light, you know, whack ass laugh thing, but
Yes, I forgot about Death Note.
Look where the sun is, guys. Look at that! Look at that! Look at that!
Yeah.
Yes.
I guess if I have to give the Death Note Netflix any credit, Willem Dafoe was a good idea.
That was good casting.
Good idea. It was the only good idea in that otherwise shitty movie.
Yeah. Because Willem Dafoe is a great. Have him play any crazy character, and you'd be golden.
Yep.
Honestly, hell, if I kind of would imagine him being a Joker if given the chance.
He actually said he'd like to play the Joker someday.
That would be great. I think he'd work that well.
You know, and in fact, that might have been a better plot for Joker 2 than the plot that we got. But, you know, and also, you know, David Zaslav doesn't make good decisions.
He seems like a shitty CEO anyway.
Like the fact that he's considering selling off Looney Tunes.
Selling off the Looney Tunes. How do you consider selling off the Looney Tunes?
That is just a basic giant middle finger move.
Even if that's fake, at this point, I could believe it.
Let's put it this way.
Change live, go fuck yourself.
Well, Zaslav is hoping that is deep down. I'm plotting WB's downfall.
I find that easy to believe.
Yeah. MK1, I mean, MK12 was just, ugh.
Yeah.
And recently they had released Robert Patrick, T1000 as DLC. Which, by the way, speaking of which, so they ended up having an awful lot of predictable interactions with the T1000 since they...
As expected.
Yeah.
So, not only did we have that, but we also had the fact that the T-1000. We also had an interesting interaction where the T-1000 interacted with Peacemaker, and he's like, "Why are you looking at me like that?" And Peacemaker's like, "Because fuck, man, you look like my dad." And I'm like, "Wait, what?" And then I find out, and then I'm like,
you found
right.
out that Robert Patrick played the White Dragon that show.
Yeah, and I'm like, gee, I wonder who's the better actor here. Or the experienced trained actor with 2 first names, or the WWE wrestler.
John Cena's not a bad actor.
I know he's not a bad actor, but compared to Robert fucking Patrick,
Robert Patrick didn't have good material. Nobody had good material in that show. That show was fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Okay, so since I ended up getting this move, time for Bombast.
Hooray.
Boom!
Yep, Renji's running.
I need you to come back here.
For what reason?
Auto.
God damn it, Renji!
Beat your ass.
God damn it, Renji! Stop being a pussy.
Time for this new Hado technique. Hado 64. Run away.
Get the fuck over here, bitch!
Run! A bunch of fangirls are teasing you, Mikey!
God, now I just remember that one scene from
By the way,
one.
one other thing to note about Renji's voice actor, Wally Winger, is that most people know him as the Riddler.
Ah. Wait, which run?
The Arkham series.
Ah, got it. Yeah, I know, I can hear it.
Because I, the Riddler, am better than you.
And now Renji is just wearing, just imagine Renji wearing the Riddler costume.
And his voice actor in Batman the Animated Series was Lionel Luthor in Smallville.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah. John Glover.
Oh dear.
No. I was trying to be clever, and I fucked it up.
No.
And this is time
No.
This is the timeline where Renji will somehow won.
My favorite bit of that Cleveland doing that was like, Peter, can you shoot me the towel? Peter shoots the towel rack.
Hey,
Thanks.
Peter, can you shoot down that towel rack?
Hey, Peter, shoot down that towel rack. Thank you. That's nasty.
That's got my stink of the day there. That's nasty.
Bruce is still my favorite bits from Family Guy was him as the animals. Oh no!
No, that was a different character you're thinking of.
I think out of all the Family Guy characters, I think Cleveland's probably the one that stayed most of the same. Everyone else
lots of people
kind of either downgraded or, I guess for some rare occasions, I guess Stewie probably got better. I'm one of the few people that actually prefer modern Stewie over classic Stewie.
That's alright. But oh god, I hated the Meg abuse. That joke is not funny.
It's not.
Nope.
All of that could have been funnier if they'd have done it well. Unfortunately, they didn't.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, the most wholesome Meg joke was probably the thermostat joke.
Yep.
How
Meg does he always know?
Probably it's still my favorite because now it's like I kindly get the joke now because when you're older, it's like,
yeah.
It's like you want the thermostat at a certain level. You don't want it at any higher or any lower.
And you always know when it's being touched.
Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm winning the fight. I don't need this cutscene that suggests I'm about to lose.
Well, here's the thing. In the story, when Ichigo and Renji fought, Renji was starting to gain some ground against Ichigo. During their fight, hence why the cutscene in takes place.
Yeah, it's not a plot you're losing. It's just more of the plot and hey, it's time for, I guess, technically phase 2.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't know. I guess it's still early in the game, so I can't really judge the quote boss fights.
And sometimes I have to remind myself that, oh man, Wally Winkard also voiced Yuichiro Kumada in Sailor Moon. Yeah, the guy who also helps out Rei Hino at the Hikawa Shrine.
I find it interesting. Is that the guy that Rei has feelings for but won't flat out admit it?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
And Christina V voices
Rei Hino.
Both Rei Hino in that show and Ririka in Bleach.
Mm-hmm.
Which, by the way, I told her that Ririka was back in the series. She's like, "Oh, really?" She was very giddy, but it was a shame she didn't get to voice her until Core 3.
Yeah.
I felt bad, but then at the same time, when I saw her reprise, I'm like, yay!
Yeah.
I really like Ririka. I'm like, she's cute. Even if she is a tsundere.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Look, there were good tsunderes and there were bad ones. Oh, God, now I'm just imagining my least favorite anime trope. The black-haired everyman. You all know him.
He goes by many names.
Kazuto Kirigaya.
All of them.
Well, that's one of them.
Here's the thing. Kirito is actually a decent character. The fucking
wait, you're serious?
I am not fucking kidding.
All right,
let hear him out. Let's hear him out.
Legion of imitators.
Let me laugh even louder.
No, I think he might be on something.
I know he is.
Compared
I know.
What I mean, hell, fucking, and Kirito has a personality. He does things. He has a sense of right and wrong that exists outside of whatever the fuck.
Yeah, and he has to stick to one woman.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Even though he has a spurned women's club.
True. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey. I'm going to have to go kill a robot right now. Hang on. Going to pull out the shotgun.
And then there's the everyman's, cousin that kind of sort of evolved.
So Ghostface ended up saying they killed off Loretta because Alex Borstein couldn't do her voice anymore.
Let me show you.
That's why.
Robots, John Connor. You get the
but yeah, anyway, on the everyman protest.
And Ghostface also said that Christina V would be a perfect choice for Judy Jetson.
Shakalaka.
I could probably see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyday protest.
Then again, if I could have anybody that isn't Lara Jill Miller voicing in Hikari, in Digimon, I would have picked Christina.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then there's the everyman's.
Okay, but instead, they ended up getting
Terra Sans.
Shut up, Mokuba.
Shut up, Mokuba.
This doesn't concern you.
And then there's the everyman protagonist, is edgier cousin. The OP. everyday man. You probably see him in most things, such as those webtoons. I'm looking at you, Solo Leveling.
People keep trying to get me to watch Solo Leveling, and it's not that I have anything
It's a
necessarily
hype
against
show.
it. It's just that I have a bunch of other shit that I have to get done.
Yeah.
Look, you watch it when you just want to look at cool fights. It's like the Demon Slayer situation, only I guess cranked up to 11.
I've seen a recording of like Alex Lee and Caitlyn just doing some Solo Leveling recording, and Alex is just trying to say "arise," like "erect." Actually, hold on, I'll link that. It's so funny. I just couldn't help but laugh my head off, especially when I got to talk with Caitlyn about it. It's like, God,
I like how Alex Lee could go from really high pitched and somewhat annoying Zenitsu to like super deep and masculine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Doro Hatero, anybody?
I mean, Shinji Ihiriko is also a great demonstration of his voice range. He actually sounds a lot like Roger Craig Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah, the good old OP Pro Tag.
And then, of course, his amazing pronunciation of Shinji's Bankai. Bankai. Sakashima Yoko. Sorry, I'm flipping it up.
Yeah.
Sakashima Yokoshima Happo Fusagari.
It's fun. I can't pronounce half of these Bleach names either.
Yeah.
Somebody actually tweeted it out in regards to when Shinji's Bankai was revealed in the 1,000-Year Blood War Core 2. Oh, they were like, good luck to his English voice actor. And Alex is like, okay, I'm going to practice this until I get it right.
All right. I have found it. It's the Arise scene outtakes.
No.
It was so funny. I just was laughing my head off. Like, Ingrid, get up! Get up! I love that so much.
Man.
Touch me, motherfucker. Get out.
Now get out.
Get out of here.
You are tearing me apart, Lisa.
Hey, that's wrong. Wrong thing. But yeah, fucking Mound was it webtoons.
Meanwhile, playing their...
I think one of my sometimes whenever I think on one of our funnier moments, I always think of that bit at that quote that Alex ended up doing when we were watching Sanity Not Included, and we ended up getting to the sketch where Commander Shepard decides to smack Khalees Al-Jalani, the news reporter. His immediate response, which when Shepard is like, "I've had enough of your disingenuous assertions," he was like, "Woman detected, fist deployed." I'm like, oh god, this is so wrong and yet so funny.
It's so wrong, it's so right. So wrong that Luke's right about.
I mean, nobody really likes the news reporter anyway.
Yeah, it's so sometimes some things can be so wrong that it loops right.
And I'm imagining if I ever get to doing Mass Effect, we end up getting to that moment, and I'm just imagining some of the female squad members just being like, "Shepard, are you sure, or it's appropriate for you to say things like that?" And he's like, "Yes."
I guess here's another random thing. I guess the church is evil in anime. Or I guess shady as shit.
You know what? I'm down with, like, so here's the thing. If it wasn't for the fact that Adi Shankar is the guy who's always behind it, I'd be okay with it. But like Adi Shankar has no variety in his pack
Writing.
full of evil priests.
Or
So
nuns.
He's always So like even the guy who was on their side in Castlevania like takes children out into the woods and murders them, you know?
Yep. And the less said about the Nazi version, the better, because I'm pretty sure almost every goddamn priest and nun is either evil or shady as shit.
Looking at you, Amakusa in Fate Apocrypha.
Or Kotomide motherfucking Kure.
I still think of him as Amakusa either way.
Yeah, we all know him as Amakusa, but there's also the OG Kire.
Amakusa is also another version of Shiro Emiya.
No, he's not. He's actually just some other dude. Oh,
Me.
oh wait.
Maybe he just was like, you know what?
Isn't he Shiro Kotomine?
Yeah, but that's just a coincidence. It's not. He's not another Shiro. He has nothing to do with Shiro Amiya. He just happens.
Please, no more splaining.
No, really, it's literally just a freaking coincidence.
God damn it! I was
because apparently Shiro is just a common name. Because apparently Shiro's just a competent name.
Guys, it's the sun again. It's that dreaded sun that nobody likes looking at in this game.
Oh God.
The only reason I draw attention to it is because I know some of us in this server have drawn attention to it.
Here comes the sun.
Doody doo doo.
Here comes the sun. I say, excuse me. It's alright.
And it's getting closer.
Just remember, Ichigo, you have to believe in the me that believes in you.
Who the hell do you think I am? Okay, so which meter is the ratio again?
Okay, the reishi meter, if you're referring to the spiritual pressure meter, it's the meter below the Kompaku.
Okay,
meter.
Kompaku is the health. Reishi is the power.
Oh, yes, the spiritual pressure. Or as for your spiritual pressure or gauge to build up for moves, it's
in the lower left. Yep.
Yes. See, you will learn these soon.
But yeah. End of story. Never trust the church in anime. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Never trust them.
Never trust them except always.
At worst, they're probably the chaotic evil. I mean, chaotic neutral.
I have a feeling the Catholic Church would have a lot more for converts if the nuns dressed a bit more appealingly.
Oh, you mean like the Hitman nuns in at one teaser?
The Hitman nuns from Hitman, or the Hitman nuns from every anime where Hitmen can appear.
Or Kiara.
Alex, let me tell you something. We gotta watch the Tobuscus literal trailer for.
I think we already did
for Hitman. So you've heard him go hot, 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 hot.
Oh my God! Look at this! Look at this! I'm landing a finishing blow on him, and he's.
And the game says no.
The game
denied.
Says no. Denied. Cutscene deployed.
This game basically goes, fuck you, we're not letting you have that win.
But yeah, or sometimes in hell thing.
Keep blocking. I need you to keep blocking.
Jesus. What's his face? Gainitz from KOF 96, whose outfit is very priest-like, with his fucking Koku desu ka? Koku desu ka? Seriously, fuck that move.
There's Double from Skullgirls.
He just summons a freaking tornado in front of you, basically preventing you to get up close to him.
It's a wall.
Which is why I said 96 felt like an incomplete game. I love the aesthetics, but the gameplay felt very unfinished.
And then Genitz came back somehow in 14.
No, I didn't.
Because of Verse. Ugh.
Ooh.
And then there's fucking Kiara from the Masterverse. World's horniest nun.
Even so much so, her voice actress Rie Tanaka even cosplayed her. Both her regular and summer form.
You stupid bitch!
Yep.
Which I say
For
absolute commitment.
For what Alex wants Renji to block.
Come on.
Evil. Just evil all around. Can't trust him. Always try.
Yeah.
Always demons or secretly trying to destroy the world.
Freaking planet nut bursting at which is like insta kill from what I saw of Fate Extra CCC. I'm like, god damn.
Instant kill.
I'm like, god damn, I get through that game eventually. I'm like,
Fate Extra CCC is probably arguably the most horny of the Fate games. And that's saying a lot, considering,
the costume choices. The costume choices for the servants you pick.
Specific.
Tamamo.
Yeah. Why do you think I probably should play CCC as well?
Yeah.
Finally that fan translation's
Alex,
finished.
trust me, I get where you're coming from on this.
Block, you stupid bastard!
Which again, good on that guy, whoever made that fan trade CCC. It took several years, but hey, it finally got done.
Yeah, I did play through the original Fate Extra. I really did enjoy my time with it. First playthrough, I did it with Saber Nero, and oh boy, I grinded the fuck out of that game.
Yeah. Fun fact about Nero, the reason why she looks like Altoria was actually just a sales ring. They were trying to do the whole Metal Gear Solid 2 thing where, hey, they thought it was Snake, but only, surprise, it was actually a different person.
But it was actually kind of clever, because, like, they had, like, Takashi Takeuchi do some of the art, and then...
Yeah, it was a clever fate, but too bad in for the short term. Short-term wealth, it was pretty smart, but then long-term wealth, then there's like a bunch of asked questions like,
they want you to do something that requires you to hit the enemy's block, but the enemy is too stupid to block.
Yeah. Goddamn Saber face.
No, I was right. I thought.
And thus, in Fate Grand Carnival, Artoria and Nero end up duking it out.
Literally the Beast of Calamity versus King Arthur.
Yes.
What?
Look, Alex, just
come back later.
Yeah, just come back later. Like, do that off screen.
Look, man, you're giving me Vietnam flashbacks trying to get some of the alternate routes in Sparking Zero. You're giving me non-flashbacks.
I don't do anything off screen. I do everything on screen.
Like, fucking Sparking Zero, because now I'm reminded that damn Sparking Zero alternate scene where you have to lose the fight on purpose.
You kind of wonder why. And Alex, you kind of wonder why I always end up being able to somewhat get things done in a somewhat straightforward manner.
Yeah,
just go through it
because I end up because even though I approach things with that stubbornness that I've described, which was banging my head repeatedly against a brick wall until the brick wall goes down. Oh, I know, not very healthy. It may cause long-term brain damage. However,
my head is so hard that hitting my head causes long-term brick damage.
And again, Still worse, still better than fucking Sparking Zero with Zamu's things where you're supposed to lose the fight, but you gotta lose in a specific way because you have to have Trunk use that specific sword move on you, and you have to die to it, and you could potentially survive said move.
Somehow.
The
So
sword
you're
of
literally
hope
rely-
slash.
Yeah, so you gotta rely on the AI to kill you with that move specifically. Not any other move, that move specifically.
It's dumb.
It is very dumb.
Oh yeah.
They could have just made that move just an instant kill, which I'd be fine with. Sure, it would make the fight a bit harder, but hey, at least you. I mean, hell, and it's not that they can't do that. They did it with the 16 fight as Goku, where he'll self-destruct.
So part of the reason why Byakuya is so
Him.
so stubborn in terms of wanting to follow the rules and everything is because is based off of a theory that is essentially the royal families of the Soul Society are very much aware of the primordial chaos that the Bleach world once was, and he feels that, and part of that mentality is essentially if they can't really follow the laws and whatnot of Soul Society, then they can't really follow. Then and things would probably go back to being as chaotic as it was.
Essentially, trying to keep balance in check.
Yeah, because the Shinigami are the keepers of the balance.
Yeah. I told Shiro.
Hey,
Captain
Steve Sterling.
Honestly, yeah, I feel like the dub had better casting for Toshiro than the Japanese version. And since the Japanese version, sure, Romy Park is a great seiyuu, but it's like you're really gonna have you're really gonna have a seiyuu who voice a character. You're really gonna have a woman and voice a character who isn't even, a kid.
Young, yeah.
He looks like a
Young,
kid,
short, white hair.
He looks like a kid, but is actually an adult.
Like a young adult at this point.
But your average 12-year-old boy.
He's like 50.
But your average 50-year-old boy.
But yeah,
Jesus.
Yeah, anime doesn't make sense. I mean, fuck. I mean, I'm trying to explain why the hell a French, a British, a Roman, and a Japanese woman have the same face despite not being related to each other.
Well, that makes two characters that utilize ice that Romy Park has played. First Hitsugaya and Kenshin Uesugi in Basara.
Yep. And then there's fucking whatever the shit's going on in Baki.
Yeah,
Baki the Grappler, one of the weirdest fucking looking shows I've ever goddamn
You want to know?
seen.
You want to know what it's all? You want to know what it's all about, Alex?
Wrestling?
Invisible
No.
food.
Oh.
Yes, the invisible food. Also, I think Muhammad Ali's ghost punched the main character.
Huh.
No joke.
Why does this guy sound like the Underminer declaring war on peace and happiness?
By the way, also apparently Baki's also going to get a Punch-Out game apparently coming out soon.
Oh.
Yeah, it looks
interesting.
lame.
I
It does look
ponder why Neil Kaplan ended up voicing and Yamamoto. Since Steve Kramer actually it also is in the cast but he plays a younger character than an old man Yama.
Yeah. And then there's whatever the fuck's going on with Yujiro.
Like Neil Kaplan sounds aged, but he doesn't sound old. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
And there's whatever the fuck's going on with Yujiro.
Like, I'm not saying that it's a bad voice. I'm just saying that I'm like, I'm like,
I don't-
really? That's what we're going with here? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the caveman named Pickle. And the other time, that guy literally was just a head.
Oh,
And-
that is even bizarre. Where nothing remained of his body, just the head, nothing else.
He was alive somehow.
Yet
Are you
his
still
voice
talking
box
about
and
Baki?
yeah.
Yes, we're still
Oh,
talking
that-
about Baki and its
Oh yeah, no,
freakiness.
that was an edited panel.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Ah.
Oh. Jeez.
Well, it still was also Yujiro just walking through glass.
Freaking Yujiro just going into the room while Kozue and Baki are just getting a bit intimate. It's like, whoa, there, boy.
Like I'm just imagining that that one SpongeBob scene, SpongeBob moving through a steel wall with
Johnny
durable glass.
Johnny Young Bosch is still downloading his copy of Bleach Rebirth of Souls.
Damn.
Johnny must
The
have
one-
shitty internet.
The one time where he decides, you know what? Since I have no work, I might as well try out Rebirth of Souls.
I mean, I get the impression. I mean, most of the time, whenever voice actors end up,
Oh, hi, Josh.
hi Josh, can I? And yes, I'm at home. Come right
So,
in.
I guess we did talk about crap versus crap, X6 versus X7. If you had the complete one, which would it be?
X7 because you could at least beat that game in with normal. Well, X, whereas with X6, you have to have upgrades.
Or
Mm.
yep, good old Jumper and Speedster, aka
And
literally
the free extra health tank
I'm wearing.
equipment.
Should I take off my shoes? Reapers don't
Yeah,
wear
because
shoes.
because goddamn Nightmare Mother.
Fuck
Mm.
the Hymax and Gate fights.
Look, I'll take
Yeah,
Hymax and Gate. It's just Nightmare
Aizen
Mother
then-
is just a
Aizen's
different
then
beast.
just like
Mhm.
I have to worry about that. The whole bed is our floor. Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, I guess the only thing is that the Sigma fight, which was piss easy, had the best
Yeah.
music.
Mhm.
Then again, I guess it does make sense why it'd be pissy because they kind of just brought him back last minute as a freaking zombie.
Yeah.
But
And it's- I'm
Oh,
convinced
Sweetie
Gate was
did.
like. I am convinced Gate was like, shit.
Well,
I
I mean,
might
it
as well
literally
bring up-
was. He
I
literally.
might as well
Well, that's what
bring
it
him
literally
up.
was.
Yeah.
That's literally what it was because he literally was. I really didn't want to have to do this, but I have no choice. And
And
I
then
revived
Sigma's like, motherfucker, how dare you try to revive me from my slumber? Piss off.
I mean,
kills him.
Yeah.
Kills Gate.
yeah, and the
Yeah.
thing is that and it's like he ended up getting all of this stuff from Sigma.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Oh yeah, and I guess Isaac's body was also just lying there. I don't know. Maybe he was wily, or maybe he wasn't. We don't fucking know.
Which is even more a bit of ironic because they got Takeshi. Oh no, the guy who played Kami and King Piccolo to voice him.
Yeah. So fuck it. Fine. Oh yeah. Right. Josh is dead.
Oh no, Josh Groban is dead. Whatever shall we do?
Oh no.
But
He got
yeah.
fucking crucified, man.
Every time I look at you.
I will say though, I guess I'll give X6 this. It did have probably the most powerful version of Zero.
Yes, the speed/dash canceling is strong.
And the Mega and the Z Buster does so much damage.
Yes. Now we will make everybody our bitches.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If I ever-
Aizen still got fucking crucified there.
Yep.
Josh Groban is dead. Which one? This Josh or this Groban? That Josh Groban. Oh my god. He was so young. Too young. Goodness me, whatever could have happened? This world. This world has one less angel. I will miss him. Goodness me, whatever could have happened here? Yeah, I do sure hope that hope that nobody blames me for it. Geen, it must have been you. You killed Josh Groban. This Josh Groban or this Josh Groban? They spot the album that just falls where Eisen
God
was.
damn it.
Was
look
that
at that.
an album? Ignore that.
Yeah. Let's see what's on the dang webpage up. Yep, more gauntlets. Characters in goddamn face 9 gauntlets. Whether or not can somebody take on the cast of the...
Who threw that?
Funny how Momo immediate Toby Yume.
Mm-hmm.
You know the funny thing is, you want to know the funny thing, Alex?
Yeah.
You know, Mr. Snake Man, Snake Man Geen, in whom Momo thinks is the one that killed Eisen.
Yeah.
So, based on hindsight, Geen has every reason to have wanted to kill Eisen there.
Okay.
Probably.
But the thing is that obviously he didn't. He seems the most suspicious because Mr. Snecky Sneck is being a Snecky Sneck.
I guess another thing.
Because come on, you look at that face. Do you really think you could trust it?
No.
Exactly.
With that expression and that demeanor, it just screams all sorts of red flags.
Exactly.
He's a red herring. And that's what made him too obvious.
But that's what makes the twist at the end interesting.
Yes.
Oh, you're scaring me here.
Also, I guess another thing. Hey, Pantheon stock, and you got season 2 got revealed.
In the Bleach abridgment, and by Logan Laidlaw, Rangiku who sounds like a man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and at one point, Ikaku is very confused about an Arankar who was voiced by something witty entertainment Kirito. And
it's, Yamato SFX.
Yes. Yep. And he was like, Ikaku's like, "What are you?" Oh, and the character in question just keeps answering, "I am an Arankar." And Yumichika has to explain that that Ikaku is not trained in understanding gender politics. He doesn't get why he doesn't really understand and why there would be and girls or guys who sound like girls who sound like guys. And meanwhile, Rangiku is there, just like, yeah, it's very confusing.
Yeah.
Sucks to suck.
I ended up making a wager or that because of the nature of Aizen's experiments, that a piece of Rangiku that Aizen had taken from her was her ladylike voice.
Yeah.
So the Little Mermaid, but instead it's... I guess Aizen's not Ursula now.
And in the abridgment, Aizen with Kyoka Suigetsu ends up being petty enough to essentially they make it so that everybody, regardless of them knowing Aizen's true identity or not, ends up referring to him as Josh Groban.
I mean, when you have a power like that, you'd probably be a petty asshole.
I just think that's just too basic.
Yeah.
And again,
Chad's just gonna run in place briefly and then stop.
yep, alright, Chad's
He's
gonna
running on
fight.
an invisible treadmill, Alex. That's what it is.
It's like, it's okay, Chad. Just stand there, and we'll guide you. Don't worry, we got you covered. With the running.
Chad be like, I'm busy running on an invisible treadmill. I gotta get my cardio in.
Well, speaking
worry.
of cardio, we're
You'll
probably
be
going to be
perfect.
doing a lot of running around in this fight.
Yep. Chad versus Shunsui Kyoraku, which is a heavily one-sided affair and the first major loss in Chad's career.
Yep.
Oh god, this introduction is it's
Wow.
so much better. It's so much better in the anime and manga
It
where
is.
she has a whole basket full of flour.
She
full
just
of
pulls that
petals.
out of her sleeve. So it's
An
like,
infinite,
Yeah.
I guess, an
Yeah,
infinite
that-
amount of flower petals in her sleeves.
But yeah, in the anime and manga, Nanao is just dropping petal.
You're not even
Oh,
close to each other.
You
could
could
at
just
least-
walk past him.
But yeah, it's like...
just ignore him. Just
How can
keep
you even
going.
hear each other? You're just screaming...
Don't
It's
worry.
anime logic, man.
Alex, they
Distance
made
doesn't
this.
matter.
Alex, they made this joke in
What?
Shazam.
What?
They
Can't
they,
hear you. What was?
they literally made this.
It can't be helped.
Alex,
then. What?
Alex, let me tell you. Alex, you forget that this was literally a joke in Shazam.
I remember that it was literally a joke in Attack on Titan Abridged before that, and in A Bridge on Titan,
What?
and then in Attack on Titan in however many minutes that Gigok did.
Or
Yeah.
hell, it was even in Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged.
Yeah, we are yards apart, and I would not be able to hear him at the levels that they are speaking at.
I swear, I gotta look up the episode in which this fight happened.
Captain. What? Can't hear you. My hat is too loud.
I'm sorry. So yeah, Steve Kramer voices is Shunsui Kyoraku, whom in Japanese is voiced by Akio Otsuka.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Solid Snake.
Which, by the way, both castings sound really good.
Yeah.
Could have at least. And you could have at least made. What?
Of course, Shane is not.
You-
This is gonna probably be a fight. I'm guessing because
What? I can't hear you. Come back over here.
Come on.
Speak a little louder so I could hear you loud and clear.
it's a damn shame this
Yes,
won't be
Alex,
a fight.
You inserted.
Oh wait.
Yeah, look at that. You have a fight.
Oh, it is a fight. Oh, never mind.
You actually get to play this.
Oh,
Aren't you
bye.
really-
Inserted a bunch
Alex.
of bullshit into middles of fights before.
Well, hey, at least they actually made this a fight instead of a one-shot
Yeah, you
job.
actually have to win.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn it.
Ah.
You have to do what Chad could not do in the anime. Actually win a fight.
Jesus. It's like the Goku
I mean, it would
versus
have made more.
It's like Goku
it would have made
versus
sure
Rikuma all over again. Except
I mean, what?
that fight was so one-sided. Goku just freaking jabbed Rikuma in the stomach. Elbow jabbed.
Would have made sense if
I
you
love
played
that.
as, usually, but
Hey, old
whatever.
Zero, have you seen the brain scratch commentary for Dragon Ball Budokai?
I've only seen a brief, didn't see a whole lot of it. I remember watching the
damn it.
first part
It's been a long
Okay,
time since I've seen
so-
that playthrough.
briefly.
Okay, so essentially the playthrough has Johnny going through the game.
Yeah.
And essentially he edits in a lot of the eye catchers in between episodes
Mm-hmm.
of the playthrough.
Ah, yes. The Ocean Dub eye catchers. We'll be right back.
And now back to our show.
Man, I remember those what if the Budokai won. Like when what if Vegeta went Super Saiyan?
And Yajiro's like, no way, man, I don't want to end up like your partner you just killed.
And somehow that triggered Vegeta's Super Saiyan transformation somehow.
Cell tries to absorb 18, but ends up absorbing Krillin instead.
And it turns out that was all a dream.
And gets killed by Tien's Neo Tribe.
So has anybody here played Extreme Budokai?
Extreme Butoden? Oh, I have.
Butoden, yeah.
And then there's Frieza, which is just, hey, what if Frieza won? And hey,
you remember the scenario where Krillin beats fucking Broly?
Oh, God.
You talked about this on previous streams.
Yep.
Oh my God. There was like even in Goku's story. Yeah, go ahead.
Krillin's the one to defeat Frieza. Krillin is the one to defeat Broly. Krillin's the one to defeat Vegeta and Nappa and all the motherfuckers.
Jesus. Oh, man. One of my favorites.
I'm a bold motherfucker, and I'm here to fuck you up.
And then there's Frieza's What If, which is just Frieza getting a mess, doing probably my funniest grin.
Beat me half to death.
Jesus. I think there was even a What If in Extreme Butoden where, in the Android Saga, because 19 and 20 aren't playable, we just had 18 fill in for Android 19, and Goku fights her, and during that fight,
No Mercy
during that fight,
out back in the 90s.
During that fight, when Goku fights Android 18, he gets the heart virus.
Guys, it's time. Waluigi time!
Yeah, Waluigi time!
Everybody cheers for Waluigi!
And now he learned the screen nuke. Chapter is done. Found the 6th crystal star.
End of chapter! Except it's not said in this version.
Yep.
In a flashback.
We've all seen Sugar Conroy's.
Yep.
Do you accept this, Sugar Conroy? Do you accept this offer? No!
I love his. I love his really loud no in
the Mario Party
3. No, in Mother 3. It was so goddamn cathartic.
My favorite was the early Mario parties where I think it was Proton John was like, Game!
What, he wants you to make a reference? Game!
By the way, they're currently doing Mario Party 9, and
one of the worst Mario Party games to ever exist.
And Emil hates the fucking car.
Oh, I hate it too, buddy. I hate that car.
Oh man,
so much so that that his introduction for Mario Party in 9, in every sentence ended with the fucking car.
Yep.
I remember hearing through the Mario Party 5 playthrough for a bit where it was like, yeah, I tried to unlock everything, and let's see if I set this game to hard, and I fucking hate it. It's like, oh god.
Well, I can tell you, I played solo mode, and on one of them, I lost at least twice until I got it right the third time.
Oh,
and
man.
that game still sucks! Except for the mini
Don't get me started on Bowser Jr.'s mini
The mini games, I think, were very, like, button mashy and, like, ugh.
What about... And then there's the Bowser Jr. mini game.
And for our last Peach section...
Also, yeah, I found the Frieza grin of Budokai 1. Yeah, just Frieza with that.
Where it's like he just loses a bit of his he just loses a bit of his tooth.
Yeah, it's just he beats Super Saiyan just because he's just shitty Back in the day when Linda was still playing Frieza.
Yeah. People kept making jokes how she sounds like a chain smoker.
And you know what?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was smoking for a second.
Honestly,
I'm back in my final form. I used to sound like this when my voice was pitched down.
And I don't care what people say. I like the voice. It's what I grew up with.
That's okay.
In fact, it was so weird, like hearing Android 19, like with all the filter, and then when you listen to the Orange Brick remaster, it's like, oh god, it sounded
removed.
so
It's
weird.
like they used the original recording without the vocal effects.
Then he sounded like this.
Why do you sound like an annoying clown?
And
That's because I sound like this in the dub.
Well, you don't sound like that in the Japanese version. Now I want to kill you even more.
By the way, have you guys seen this one weird Dragon Ball Z animation and done by a guy that Tobuscus has commissioned?
No, and I'm scared to look.
So this animation is Goku being late to the fight just because he had to take a dump.
I know what you're talking about.
And unfortunately, everybody gets torn apart. Gohan in a way that I don't like to think about, and Vegeta gets made into a man before he is turned into Frieza's bitch.
Yep.
Yeah.
You want to know why they call him Frieza?
Because he's the coldest motherfucker in the neighborhood.
No. The line is because I'm the coldest motherfucker you're ever gonna meet.
Oh, never mind. I got it wrong.
Hey, man, it's still just as good, though.
Oh, and also that tail is,
Yeah, it's not his tail.
Oh, oh man. That is just gonna be something that will forever haunt his nightmares.
Yep. And also, Goku taking a dump. Well, it's kind of funny because when Schemmel first played him in the Ginyu and Freeze episodes, his screaming sounded like he was taking a dump, like, ah, Gohan! No!
Oh man, and it's even more amusing. I'm glad he was able to debunk the misconception that he passed out during Super Saiyan 3, but no, it was during
Super Saiyan 4.
Yep, and I'm glad he had clarified that. And I was like, huh. I was like, no, you didn't pass out during Super Saiyan 3. It was Super Saiyan 4, guys. Come on. Do I have to repeat myself even to...
Wasn't it the scream from Budokai 3?
Yeah, that's when people thought he passed out when he was recording Budokai 3, but no, that was obviously GT.
I mean, there was a Behind the Screams kind of documentary where Schemmel mentioned in that Budokai 3 thing where he pointed out.
Now we got the penultimate Bowser section.
My favorite in that recording of that documentary was Justin Cook going, lettuce! Frozen section! Bring me tomatoes!
When
he goes into his Raditz and then straight to Super Boo, like, immediately.
Yep. You know, once the dub gets to that, you know, I mean, I'm pretty sure we're probably going to get another stream like that once we...
we'll get you some produce. Here's a banana.
Yes.
Man, they're gonna probably do it. Shama's gonna probably lose his lungs again.
If you're interested, the produce section is right over there, Mr. Boo.
But you know, they did the whole Super Saiyan 3 referencing, only now they added 4 instead, which was actually kind of a cool moment. I was like,
and now it's time for,
now it's time to go further or beyond.
Oh, yeah.
And this is to go even further beyond!
No, I'm not gonna do the yell.
And then there's
I remember seeing an old clip where it's like,
All right, Scott, I'll do it. Okay.
and
Sorry, I was thinking
Sorry, this
about.
took so much longer than the others, but I'm afraid I didn't have much practice. But I forgot the line.
I did that on
This is
purpose.
what I call a Super Saiyan 3.
All right.
oh man,
Uh,
I remember
I'm
seeing
gonna
an
have to
old
rewatch-
clip.
Don't
It's
worry,
like,
don't worry. When I'm done with this, I'm gonna be calling it.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
oh
That's
shit,
I
yeah.
was gonna be calling it right now, but yeah.
okay,
I
I
might
guess
as
we're
well-
calling it.
Well, yeah, might as well get dinner at this point. But yeah, I digress.
But yeah, freaking gonna have to
Man.
rewatch that dub scene once the dub gets to that part.
I am so happy. The Donnies just feels good as ever with Dynamo.
Good old the Super Saiyan 4. Even if, yeah, it does. Even though people complain about the canon of it, whatever.
Mm. At this point, it's like, yeah, I got to the point. It's like,
Inconceivable.
I'm the only canon I care about is the fact that Sonic Shuffle is now canon at the time.
No, it's not.
It is now. It's
I mean,
official.
No, it's not.
What's it?
That's
I mean,
bullshit.
is it just as confusing as the Metroid and the Zelda timelines?
Yeah.
Probably no. Probably no.
I thought
Although
I thought the Star Fox timeline was confusing enough as is.
I guess the only complaint of the weird part of the timeline is how the fuck do we explain Blaze?
Plus, it didn't help the fact that they kind of wrote themselves into a corner with Star Fox Command and going into Zero.
What the?
Star Fox Zero, I mean.
Yep.
We still.
You guys
still-
saw that, right?
I
I
think.
looked away.
I wasn't even looking for a moment.
I fell through the floor, or as Giant Bowser. I'm like, I did not know that could happen.
Well, damn.
You were saying, Brett? In regards to Star Fox?
sorry.
It's like,
Yeah, Star Fox Zero. Yeah.
oh man, I think even
Yeah,
Johnny
with the
said
Force
it.
gimmick. Though I did actually like the game despite its flaws. But
Yeah.
that
I mean,
would kill the
it's-
franchise.
And it was
Again.
nice the fact that if you
Try
had the
this
amiibos, you
again.
could use the various R-Wings.
Yep,
the
and you
very-
can actually unlock it without that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say one of the R-Wings is a glass cannon. And is good
The
for
wo-
school runs.
Yeah, I think it's the Wolf, Star Wolf
I
themed
think-
one, or the
Yeah, it's kind of in that kind of color in a way.
yeah.
Also,
And then there's the classic
Sorry, go ahead.
R-Wing, the classic
Yes.
R-Wing.
yeah, though I will
it's-
say Sector Omega is one of my favorite levels in the game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we'll ever get another one like that. Sorry, go ahead. I cut you off there.
But yeah, the classic R-Wing with its polygonal glory.
Yep.
Star Fox, you're probably a dead franchise at this point.
Yes,
Only
sadly.
Smash Bros. The only thing that'll keep you alive.
It's kind of like what happened with Fatal Fury and Art of Fighting. Like, yeah, there were only 3 Fatal Fury games that
Oh,
they still
It's
live on in
Rock
KOF.
yeah. Is it?
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
this
I
version
mean,
of
Garo
the
counts as a Fatal Fury game.
But it's nice to see that the Art of Fighting pretty much is set before the events of Fatal Fury. Then, hence why they got Marco Rodriguez, who represents the Art of Fighting playstyle.
Sorry, I forgot. I forgot to turn on my virtual camera.
I was like, yeah. Oh, Paper Mario.
Man. Now I'm just seeing all these videos. Man. When the Switch 2 comes out and when we get that second Smash Bros, it's gonna be something.
Yeah, I'm. That's gonna be the curious thing if they're gonna just do an expansion to Ultimate where they just add on to the extra content or something.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, though. You can't just do Everyone's Here again.
yeah,
I mean,
and I get
the reason
Ultimate. Yeah, Ultimate
Isn't
was
it
pretty
King
much
of Fighters
done
within
as
there?
Ultimate was done as a request from Iwata, so I can see. Yeah,
as well as like Sakura's Swan Song.
yeah.
Yeah. And
That's
I
just-
don't
I mean-
think anything's going to top Ultimate. That game is great. Sorry, go ahead.
Feel
Yeah.
the rock.
Look, if you have to do Ultimate game, at least do it like every now and again. It's like
You
how
only
King of
need to
Fighters does
flatten
it.
Mario, Bowser. You don't need to
It's
flatten
kinda
anyone
like-
else.
It's kind of like how King of Fighters does their dream matches. Like if
Yeah.
you do a dream match like every version, it just loses the effect.
Yeah, because like of course the dream matches does bring back characters who were canonically killed off, like the new face team, Mature, Vice.
All right.
Yeah. But then again, of course, now they're actually alive again because nobody dies in fighting games.
Well, other than I believe Mature and Vice were just lingering phantoms, I think is it called. In fact, one of my favorite fan art involved Mature and Vice as ghosts, and they're like creeping out of yours, like, "Will forever haunt you in your dreams," and yours like, "Oh, that's a disgusted look, like motherfucker."
So it's Ghost Nappa. So it's literally Ghost Nappa before Ghost Nappa.
It's in the broadcast.
Two hot women.
The broadcast channel. Check the fan art.
Okay. It's like literally Ghost Nappa, except there's two
Yeah, there was
hot
a
women.
character from Under Night in Birth that had a very high pitched voice, and I at first thought that was Bryce Papenbrook voicing him, but then I'm like, oh, that's Greg Chun?
Oh. Iori and his two hauntings.
Yep.
And now I get the last power up for Mario, the Ultra Hammer.
Right.
And
Yeah,
there
really.
has
Nobody
been
dies in
confirmed
fighting
for that.
games ever. And if they do die, it's temporary.
Well, unless you're the Fatal Fury games, where Geese is canonically dead after the events of Real Bout Fatal Fury.
And then
I mean,
they'll revive him and
As
via
Nightmare Geese.
No, they'll revive him via the resurrection. Gil just shows up out of nowhere and goes resurrection and brings him back to life.
And Geese is like, surprise, motherfuckers! You missed me.
And Gil is like, yes, I have.
Look, if you're gonna bring back Geese, the only way acceptable is either as a nightmare, because that's the only acceptable way.
Which, funnily enough, KO Real Bout Special and KOF Maximum Impact 2 did just that. Nightmare Geese.
Yeah.
Well, since that's the last. Oh, we gotta do one more thing. Then.
And hell, I'll even say this: yes, Injustice also did too with the Nightmare Joker. Even though, But other than that, fighting game characters don't die.
Never forget that Alex's reaction to that variant of the Joker.
Yes, Jared Leto Joker.
Yes.
Somehow worse than Jared Leto Joker.
Yes. But yeah, like seriously, find any dead character in a fighting game, they're probably gonna come back somehow. Or the timeline will get reset if we're talking about Soul Calibur.
Yeah.
Or Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. Meanwhile,
Yeah, nobody dies. Everyone's immortal.
Yeah.
We only have
the new Street Fighter live action film has been removed from the Sony release calendar.
Oh.
Oh, so they actually made a good decision for once in their lives.
Oh, thank God.
Well, I think I'm about to call it night.
I'm calling it for the night. The next
Same
time
here.
on Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door, we will be doing Chapter 7. So, and hopefully nothing goes wrong. See you then.
Bye, everybody.